We're live, yeah. Hi
Oh,
guys, welcome back to Scion Second Ed Edition. Um, we are here with our amazing cast today to continue on their crazy adventures. I am Daniel, and I'm going to be the storyteller tonight. And I will go around and let our cast introduce themselves one at a time, and then we will jump in. Ariana, why don't you take us away?
Hi guys, my name's Ariana. I'm playing Marina Losada. She is an international activist and journalist. Um, and I'm very excited to bring you guys entertainment today. So,
Jacob.
hi, I'm Jacob, now with video evidence. And I will be playing Adrian Phelps, young up and coming photojournalist. Forgot the word for a second.
And Corey.
Hey everyone, Cory here. I will be playing James White Smith, the not so hot or good at anything at this point, but getting hurt. So we'll see what happens with that.
wait. I love that janitor goodness you
You're
had going on
killing
before.
me.
Like that saved my soul.
Right. I'm
So,
gonna say like for one, like
He's
speed.
like the one where like everyone else like is gonna like kill everything, and he's just be like, "What happened? Wait. Oh, thanks
He's
guys."
just gonna pop out of his box.
Yeah,
What's going on? Oh, my
or
broom.
or dumpster.
that'll be the end. At the very end, as we're all like, we've reached godhood and we're all flying off to heaven, James will just be like, let's go sweep
Yep.
behind
We
the
got
mess that we
janitors.
left, the
Yeah.
destruction.
I'll
Are we
I'll
going to heaven or hell?
I'll start the evil guild of janitors.
Build of
Uh,
janitors.
all
Yep.
right. They're fabulous.
How can the janitors be evil? All right,
Oh,
well,
you.
All right, we're getting on a tangent. All right. So last time we left off, the party had just taken down a harpy, and it had crashed into a one of the golden bulls that were on the side of the street. The party did realize that it was filled with people, and Ariana's character being the I don't know the word I'm looking for, but we're gonna go with
Mercy.
merciful person they are, ended them.
Mercifully.
Yeah,
They asked for it also, okay? They specifically said end it.
with a Glock to the head.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Los
then
Perros.
they were promptly picked up by the police, who found the drugs they had raided from the drug den and the illegal firearm that she had on her. Adrian and her are now on their way to the police station. Astrid got utilized some connections with the police force to get out of it and scurry about. And um, James went to the hospital because his arm was pretty badly fucked up. We did say it was your arm, right?
Mm-hmm. Left arm. Yeah.
Okay. His left arm was pretty badly hurt from a harpy attack. So the party is split on the second episode, and I love it.
oh yeah.
Uh, but what we're gonna do is we're going to pretty much like in true episodic fashion. That's how the previous episode ended. This one's kind of like a screen wipe. It will pan in from the top of the police station, and you guys have been here for a few hours already. I know, uh, Corey, you had said that you were trying to call somebody at the end of the
Yeah.
last session.
Like literally, as he's either walking there, or I assume like an ambulance would have came to this whole crime scene, and so they would probably be taking him to help fix him up. And while he's on the way to the hospital, he's like taking a number that it's Marina, right? That's what he
Mm-hmm.
said. Marina. Um, he was calling her brother to first be like, hey, just as a heads up, your sister is in jail. Also, she said you were really good at
I call.
uh legal help, and I really need some legal help. So
Like this is you call it walking, right?
well, yeah. So I don't know if either I'm walking or I'm in an ambulance. One of
No,
the two.
Joaquin is her
Oh,
brother's name.
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm-
That's good. That's
Yes. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Hello, I'm Joaquin. You're walking? Where are you walking?
good. Oh goodness.
That's beautiful.
I need you to take a seat. Stop walking.
So this conversation proceeds on, and he's like, "Oh, my sister, she's got arrested." All right, so he hears you the rest of the way, but you can already tell like he's trying to be nice at the same time as not like blow you off because you just let him know that his sister was arrested. So he's like trying to prepare himself. He's like, "All right, yeah, no, I'm definitely interested in your case. I will uh we will get together and we'll discuss the details a little bit later. Is that okay? I do have to go because my sister is arrested."
Yeah, and just to clarify, he would have said first the part about him, and then towards the end of that, where he's just like, "Oh, okay, sure. Oh, by the way, your sister is in jail also."
That's so messed up.
Well,
Yeah.
this conversation probably took a way different turn.
I mean, I
don't
imagine
know
it
if
was
my
still the
brother hate
same.
you.
I imagine it was still the same overall, where he's like, okay, tell me more, and then I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, your sister's in jail. But see, what happened was, and then when I start
Click.
going into like my actual issue, and then he goes, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, but, and he's like, I'll call you back here, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
that's probably exactly what happened.
Okay.
Ariana, uh, where did you say Joaquin lives in the city or he lives outside the city? Like he lives somewhere else?
He lives outside of the city.
Okay. So, by the time you get to the actual, you guys got to the actual police station, and they're taking you in and everything. They would have called you, and or they would have you would have been made aware that your lawyer has been already alerted to what's going on, and that the police are not to talk to you without him being there. So,
Did I contact? So that means my brother.
yeah, your brother. You would have been like, I can't remember your last name to save the life of me, but
Oh, Losada.
yeah.
Yo, these
Mi-
police here are much better than the police in real life. They're like, oh, we'll call our lawyer for you.
Oh no, your lawyer called them.
Oh, good. See, my brother, my
Yeah.
big brother.
And I don't know if you had a place for him to live, like if you had set it up in your character backstory, but I'm going to take a liberty and say that he lives like 45 minutes outside of the police station.
He's 45 minutes away from the police station.
Yeah, like or outside the city, so it'll so he can be there to.
We're in an island off of Maine, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's kind of like not that far off though.
All right. I will find the name of some place near an island in Maine.
Sure, you can say like an hour or two because we're literally going from the morning to after, pretty much. Like
Sounds good.
You guys like have been put in the cell together. Like just wait for your lawyer.
Man, my brother's bougie. He's got his own lawyer business outside of Maine.
Yeah, they did.
Mansion somewhere, huh?
I know, right? He does pretty well for himself.
Yeah.
Adrian, they probably took your camera and stuff. Were you giving
And
up a fight
she
for
raised
it?
hell about that. Yeah, she
Oh, right.
would have threatened them several times. Hey, if you leave so much as a smudge on a lens of my camera, I will burn this precinct to the ground. Do you understand me? Please tell me that you understand me.
Ma'am, your camera lens is already cracked.
Say goodbye to your loved ones, and then she'll leave. And
That epic strength.
You'll be hearing from my production company.
but they pretty much they would assure you they'll take good care of it, everything else, and they are kind of being leery of you guys because you are still just as drug addicts, so they are like would realize that they are taking like that extra care of like anything you say, they just kind of like, man, whatever. You're just kind of, you're probably out of your mind doing
Literally
drugs right
just
now.
like wipe our arms. Like that's all you need to do
It's
is
stained.
that.
It's stained.
That doesn't.
She
Fuck you.
got so many successes on herself that's just not rubbing off.
Are we just gonna have like fake track marks for the entirety of the game at this point?
Yeah, sure. Like, we're roll with it.
No, no.
Herald in the apocalypse with track marks on your arm.
Can
I love you guys.
can I
Anyway, these are the choices you make. Now live with them.
I thought going to jail was already bad enough, but I guess we're gonna be going to jail and like seen as drug addicts for the rest of our career. Great.
It'll be fine.
Punishments.
So,
I'm gonna milk that drug addict look.
while you guys are waiting, for Joaquin to show up, uh, James. Sorry, I'm really bad tonight. uh, uh, your arm has pretty much already. It's weird. When you get there, they stitch you up and everything, but as like you're pretty much regaining uh movement in it already. It's not really alienating you that bad. It was a pretty deep gash and everything, but it's not really hurting you that much anymore. So you can put your injury down to a bruise.
All right. He's just chalking it up to, the drugs they're pumping him for and full of and adrenaline.
Yep. And as we stated before, Eden is the city that all cities want to be like. So you're pretty much in and out of the hospital in like 2-3 hours. So you could either head to the police station or you can go home.
Can I clarify something?
Yeah.
I feel like just based on his affinity for being unnoticed, I
Mhm.
feel like he would have sat in the waiting room for a long time before he like gets up and goes, "Hey, I haven't been seen yet. I've been here about 3 hours." And then they're like, "Oh, James. Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead and go back." You know,
I mean,
kind of
if
thing.
if you would have been in the waiting room, yeah, but you got taken in an ambulance, so
Oh, that's true. That's
they
true.
they kind of
Yeah.
just see you right away at that point.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I was just thinking because literally he is used to being overlooked and he doesn't even think second of it. So okay, so he would. I mean, he would honestly probably go to the police station because he would be like, okay, if her brother's going to the police station, perfect. I can go meet him in person. He can't, hang up on me then.
Got your priorities set there.
Yeah. Hmm.
I love it. It's so
Yes,
great.
please.
All right. So, um, I guess you're just making your way to the police station and everything, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
A few hours pass. You guys, did you try to like get some sleep in the cell or anything? Because you can't really do much else besides like clink against the bars,
Oh no. Adrian is testing out the bars, seeing which ones are weak. Say, is there a window? Could she like peek out the window, see if there's like something she could do with that?
Yeah, I mean, sure. There's a little like 2x1 window that you could peek up.
Cool.
It's got some bars on it, like
What's outside the window?
uh open air. You're on the second floor holding cell.
Who else
That's
is
about
in the holding cell with us?
It's just you two.
Oh.
It's just the two of us. Is there anybody? Are there any cops or any like
I mean, there's
security?
Hmm.
there's about 8 guards that are just like they're not in the holding area with you. Like it's kind of like they're you the holding area is its own separate like entity. Like as you're up here, like you walked in or you were taken upstairs. There's a little office area where the guards are, and then you walk back, and there are separate cells that, or holding, or there's two separate holding cells where they would put you guys.
So is it like off in its own separate room, or is it like one big open floor plan where there's like cells in the back?
After you get past the office, like you walk in through a little, like a set of doors, and it's this all open room. It's just divided into two giant cells, and you would like you're pretty sure that they keep the men in one side and the women in the other.
Okay, but there's nobody else in the room with us.
Nope. Every like 10 or so minutes, a guard will walk by, like just kind of like check, walk through, check, come back.
Can we get the attention of one of the guards?
I mean, yeah.
Is there a rock I can throw at him?
If you would like, no.
No, I don't want to throw a
You
rock.
can use your master of the world to.
Yeah. There's a rock. There's a ledge, and also there's this AK-47.
Well, they surprisingly didn't get that out of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like be like, hey, psst, you come here.
He's standing a good distance away from the door. He's like, "What do you need?"
Hey, so it's been a while for me. Like it's been a while since I've been with somebody, and you see, I'm like in that time where you're just like really extra needy, and like this chick over here, she's just not doing it for me. So yeah, do you think you could like like let's go to the bathroom or something, like oh come on, are you married? Maybe I can convince her to do it too. Like we could like
Ma'am, me and my husband will not appreciate your advances.
Come on,
Have
why'd
a
you join
good
the
day.
police?
I
And
tried.
he'll walk out.
I tried. I have a strap on.
I hate you.
I don't think that's the issue.
Oh, I
I'm
hate you so
sorry. I'm
much.
sorry to my all LGBT community out there. I love you.
I'm telling my husband.
Tell your husband.
And tomorrow at the
He
pool,
might enjoy it. I am poly.
tomorrow at the pool, he's gonna glare at you.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to steal him.
So, as the guard is now kind of annoyed towards
Great.
Ariana's character, because I can't remember how to pronounce her name.
Marina.
I always want to say Mariana. Give me a
You know
break.
where you park the boats?
All right, Marina. As he's kind of annoyed towards Marina, he kind of walks out. Anything that you want to do, Adrian? Do you want to use your Amazonian strength to rip off a bar and beat him to death? Par for the course at this point.
She's just tall. She's not strong.
As we've established.
She's gonna try and pick the lock with her fingernail, and she kind of knows that's not gonna work, so it's pretty much just passing time.
You're hardcore. Like that's just like
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, they kind of just leave you guys to it. After a few hours, your brother would show up, and they would kind of usher you. They would come to get you two. Now, when the guard comes to get you, he's like, Miss Marina, your representation has arrived. I'll show you to your room.
to my cage.
To your cage. It's been a day.
It has.
Is he just representing? This is Storyteller asking. Is he just representing you, or is he representing both you and Adrian?
No, I'm gonna ask him to represent Adrian. Come on. Like,
Okay.
This is
Well-
my sister. This is my sister in battle.
Under the assumption that it's just you, he would just escort you for now.
I'd be like, hun, my waifu. We're leaving my waifu back there.
He said that he only knew of you that need a representation. If it changes, we will bring the other lady to join.
Oh shit! I thought I was talking to my brother. Um, sir, I'm sorry, but can I have a conversation with my lawyer, please?
He would show you in, and he would immediately leave. Like they know the drill. Like they're out of all the police precincts you've been in, this one's probably the best. Like, but as you sit in, your brother is there, and he's none too happy looking. He's got like like his blazer's thrown over like just a plain white t-shirt and a pair of jeans and some loafers on, and he looks like he was woken up out of a dead ass sleep. He has
I'm
like
pretty sure that's what he looks like every day he goes to court. Like,
he's
what
got,
you talking
he's
about?
got like a briefcase and like papers just kind of hanging out the end. He's like, he looks up, he's like, Marina. I'm sorry, I can't do the accent. I tried really hard, but I cannot do it.
Naki!
Ah.
Yay, gracias, me salvaste.
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try because I don't want to insult anybody that might be viewing. Be like,
For all
"This
my Spanish
motherfucker."
speakers out there, love you, babies.
So he would just look up and be like, Marina, 3 counts of murder, drug possession, and a firearm that is not registered to you that has been linked to several other murders in the city. What?
Bitch, this was your Saturday when you were 12. Stop judging.
He'll look you up and down. He's like, how would Mama feel if she saw you like this? If she saw you looking like how you do right now? Are you
Gonna tell her you snitch?
Are you on something right now?
Despite what apparently the like miraculously permanent marker says on my arms, no, you should know better. You should know your little sister. This was so that we could get into a drug den that we ended up going into without getting killed. And the people that I shot were at that point, quote unquote, from the police's words, human raisins who were asking us to end their lives. So what do you want me to do? Let those human raisins go into a hospital where they're going to be in continuous pain, probably accruing millions and millions of dollars in hospital bills that they can't afford, to eventually die anyways, or just take them quickly out of their misery at that point? It's the street laws, baby. We grew up in it.
That's not your choice. Anyway, look, I was able to pull some strings. We might be able to get you out of here. It'll be a few hours, but since there's no credible witnesses that saw you pull the trigger, you're just holding the gun when they showed up with these dead bodies. We could, we could rely on your good rapport with humanitarianism. Or I'm hoping. Now, I'm hearing that you were with other people. They said 2, maybe 3 other people. They can't really remember.
There were 3 other people. Are you up to date on what's been going on? Have you heard any? You remember the people I told you about to look into? Bro, it's been nasty.
It's been
There's
like 12
something going on
hours.
in here. What?
It's been like 12 hours since you gave me the call to look into them.
All right. So you haven't seen any of the news about anything that's been happening in Eden?
I was asleep, Marina. Like, people do that.
Well, you missed some news, honey bunny.
I don't know how many pills of speed you took, but people do need sleep sometimes.
None. I'm just on a reporter high. You remember Atlantis, who was supposed to get here? Yeah, no, it didn't happen. Instead, thousands of people died inside those iron bulls.
he'll sigh and he'll slide you some hand sanitizer. He's like, the alcohol in the hand sanitizer will take the ink off your arm.
You have never known me to be any kind of drug addict and or alcoholic. You know what I do for my
Woman,
work.
I just gave you hand sanitizer. If it's
¿A
fake,
quién le dijiste, woman? Who?
Damn.
listen, are you going to take the help I'm giving you right now and rub the marks off your arm? Or I can pack my briefcase up and let you sit in here for another day till you calm down.
Who you telling to calm down? Fine, give me the damn hand sanitizer, but we're gonna talk about this when we're home. Oh, your girlfriend's gonna hear about it. You know who's not gonna get laid for the next 3 years? You. You know Larissa likes me more than you anyways. Anyways, give me the damn hand sanitizer. I'm gonna rub the hand sanitizer on my arms. Does it come off?
It comes off immediately. He will also send, because you got so many successes on your thing. He will slide you like a brush and stuff to fix your face, so you don't
So I look decent again.
right. That his girlfriend so lovingly gave to him, because she told him that if she's in jail, she probably looks rough.
She just wants me to get all the ladies while I'm here, right? She's watching out for me. Larissa's my buddy, right, Larissa? I love you.
I don't know who this person is. But he would have asked, is he representing the other person? And I assume he would say yes. He would walk out, tell them to bring Adrian. Adrian, as you're walking towards the conference room, you would see a damn fine person. And when I say damn fine, I mean, whew, goddamn. Any, like, think of the most sexiest silhouette of something that you could think of off the bat, like off the top of your head,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you see. Just and you only see the silhouette, and you hear a low, rumbling voice that just sounds smooth as butter. You don't know what the hell it says, but you hear it, and it kind of like it it stirs in your stomach. You're like you want to go towards it for some reason, but they usher you into the room, and
Okay.
then they shut the door behind you.
Oh, no, wait, no, hey.
Who's trying to steal my wife? Like, what?
Oh, hey, what's up? Hi,
Hi.
What's wrong with you?
You must
Oh.
be Adrian.
am I still handcuffed?
No, they would have unhandcuffed you
Okay.
as you got in.
Oh well, yeah, I'm Adrian. Who are you? And also, thank you for apparently representing me.
He'll shake your hand, and
My brother Joaquin Adrian.
he'll like ask you to sit down across the table, and he will go into pretty much the charges that you are facing as an accessory to murder, um, and other things. But he's pretty much saying that no credible witnesses, nobody really knows what's going on. You guys came since you have the reporter angle. You were working, you were undercover, looking into drug dens in Eden. You know, he's worked up this story on. Sorry, he worked up this story on pretty much how to spin it to make sure like you guys were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Marina found this gun and she had picked it up, as a curious reporter does to try and like figure it out, and that's when the police showed up. It's just a case of mistaken identities and being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, cool. That sounds great.
So, going forward, I was able to pull up some more things from the Cyclops Incorporated. He'll lay a few folders on the table, and he'll flip the first one over. Like in late last year, they changed the name from Cyclops Incorporated to Daedalus Enterprises.
Douglas?
Daedalus.
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 and he'll tap his finger on it. He's like, yeah, they apparently all the bad news or the bad publicity they were getting was affecting their stocks, so they decided a rebranding program was on order. So they're now known under this name. They have a corporate headquarters, or a I'm sorry, not corporate headquarters, but a research facility here in Eden. Um, as far as I know, some of the cases that I could dig into, and he'll flip over the other two folders. One was a woman escaped, stating that she was held prisoner against her will for more than 90 days. She claimed to see a whole bunch of different horrors, but they did find a myriad of different drugs in her system. So the case was kind of just thrown out as hysteria from a drug addict that they were trying to that signed up for a drug trial because that's what she did. So it looks like they're covering their bases pretty well on um, the people they're using for experiments.
What were the complaints that were coming in beforehand when they were Daedalus? Was it just
When they were
that?
Cyclops?
Oh, they're now Daedalus. They were before Cyclops.
Yeah.
What were the complaints that were coming in when they were Cyclops? The same kind of situations?
Oh no, that was when they were Cyclops.
Was that woman
Since-
who
Since the
woke up?
yeah, since the rebranding, there hasn't been any major reports.
And they were in for pharmaceutical experimentation by any chance? That's what they were doing?
That's what
Basically?
that's what the lady pretty much had said that they were doing. She's described some other things that seemed kind of off the wall, uh, but we're just chalking it up to being high out of her mind.
You thought I was high out of my mind when I walked in here?
Did you see yourself walking?
Y- yes, I put those on there for a purpose, so I
Girl.
wouldn't get shot. Your
Girl.
little sister wouldn't get
You-
shot in
look.
the head.
You know our family. They like to party. No judging. I'm here to make sure you're safe. And I'm
Maybe
doing
that
my
was you
job.
and Victor.
I'm doing my job. I'm getting you out. So
Oh,
just
bebito.
hold on. All right.
We're gonna sit down and have a talk with Mama next time.
He'll flip
But
the
thank you,
folders
I love
over, and he'll be like, "I'll put these in these folders on your table. There's nothing else I can really do except wait for them to give you a hearing to set your bail. I mean, if we're lucky, we could get you released on no bail, or just drop the charges altogether. We'll see. It might be another few hours. Sorry it's taking so long.
What do you want us to do in the meantime?
Uh, try not to get in any more trouble, please.
Of course, little brother. I mean, big brother. You're much shorter than me, okay? It's not my fault that you're tall. That I'm tall.
I'm just rolling with this at this point. He'll just stack, like, he'll put the folders up, he'll close his briefcase, and he'll, like, run his hand through his hair. He's like, don't raid any more drug dens. Please,
Speaking of,
for the life of me, do not.
can I borrow some of that hand sanitizer for Adrian here?
I would like to wash the track marks off my arms, please.
Yeah, he'll give you the hand sanitizer, the brush, and everything to make yourself appropriate. So now that you both smell like freaking, let's see, what kind of, odds you guys smell like, warm vanilla sugar. Evens
Ooh.
you smell like cucumber melon.
Which one
Cucumber
gets me-
melon it is.
Yay!
It reminds me of my childhood.
That's like such a dove smell.
I know. So as you guys are leaving, or as Joaquin goes ahead and walks out, you guys are come in. You're handcuffed again, and you're leaving. And as you're leaving, there's that deep rumbling voice that you heard earlier, Adrian. It's coming from behind you as you guys are
Huh?
walking away.
Adrian, what's wrong with you?
What do I see? What do I see?
You see a man, probably about 6'5", 6'6", lean, uh, wearing a super tight shirt, and like you could probably count like the oblique muscles on this man, and he's got this odd glow to him, like
Mm.
his skin is tan, like or just olive, and he's got this just glow to him as he's just talking. He's like, "Oi, oi, oi, mate! Are those the prisoners?" As they're walking away.
Wait, was he looking at us?
Yeah.
All right,
And
Adrian's just gonna start walking towards him.
ma'am, ma'am,
Wait,
the holding
Marina,
cells are this way. Ma'ams, ma'am.
Adrian, wait, Adrian, where are you going? Who is that? Who is that? Who are you following? Adrian, where are you going?
She's just walking. She is entranced.
I'm gonna follow after her and try to grab her arm.
Are you keep walking? Like the police officer really doesn't know what's going on.
Well, if he stops her, he stops her, but she's still walking at him.
Adrian, get your ass back here!
Huh?
Joaquin said not to get in trouble.
What? Huh?
Come, honey,
sorry.
let's go.
Joaquin
Let's go.
okay.
like kind of turns around as he's still walking out. He just throws his briefcase up. He's like, "No, I don't see him. I don't see him." And as the cop
New
goes
camera. New camera.
as the cop goes to like
Yeah.
grab Adrian's arm, the tall lithe man kind of walks away. He's like, "Oh, don't touch her like that. She deserves to be handled like a lady."
Excuse me,
And
who are you?
He kind of smacks the officer's hand off of Adrian's arm, and he like touches the side of Marina's face. He's like, "Oh, I'm the Scion of Hermes.
Hi.
Nice to meet you."
Hi.
Can you not touch me, please? Like,
Oh,
consent.
yes,
Thank you.
my bad.
Oh, how are you? Hi.
I
Can you stop drooling, Adrian, please?
Huh?
Like,
What?
wipe
Am I
your
Oh
face.
fuck! Am I drooling?
You look like an idiot.
I heard that you two were the ones that found the iron bull that had the people in it.
Yeah, and that's how we ended up here. Anyways, try to do a nice thing.
Oh well, someone has a chip on their shoulder.
Oh, honey, it's not a chip. It's a boulder.
It's good to know. So,
Wait.
what say you to getting out of here?
What? Like right now?
Yeah.
What's the catch?
Being a Scion has its perks sometimes. Cue James walking in. You would walk by Joaquin.
I mean, I wouldn't know he's Joaquin, so like I would see the two, Marina and Adrian, and be like, oh, so the call worked. You guys got out.
James, you called my brother? Oh my god, I knew I loved you, James. And I pinch his cheek and just like, I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Is he still here?
He's walking out, honey. That's
Oh.
him right there with the briefcase.
I would just walk. I would just ignore the rest of y'all. Walk to him.
Beeline for him.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey,
Good old James.
Joaquin, I called you on the phone. James Smith, White Smith. So quick second.
Oh.
I know you're a busy man, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Getting them out and then coming by to see me and everything. So long story short, I have been wronged. I work for a company. I've been writing some code, and they, downsized me, took my code, took my name off of it, so that way I don't get any credit for it, which is not really what I care about. The thing I care about is now that I'm trying to finish writing my code for my backup, they're basically trying to get all my data, and it's not theirs. They're a big company. I've been everywhere. I've talked to every legal representation possible, and I feel like they're being paid off for something because everybody says they can't take my case. So you could take it, right? I mean, your sister said you're a big wig, you know a lot of people, and you always win.
Uh, Not always, but remind me to thank her for the superfluous introduction. Uh, but it sounds like you have your code. You can just keep working on it. Just don't tell anybody. Change
Well,
change the name, and you should be good, right? That's
Well, and that's what I was doing, right? But then they have put in a cease and desist against my code because it's not different enough. So the code that I had from them is it's probably 80% of what I have, but because I have 80% of that in my code, they're saying it's theirs. And so if I try to take mine elsewhere, everywhere else I've tried to take it to say, hey, I need funding, they're like, we can't touch it. They have that coding and we heard about you. I'm telling you, it's like some big conspiracy theory or something.
well, I can definitely look into it for you. Um, no promises. It might be a copyright issue, and I'm a criminal law lawyer and not copyright. But I will try, and if I can't, I will definitely be able to point you in the right direction.
Okay. I
Um,
mean, all I care about is someone to say that they are accepting my case and that they're at least going to look into it.
sure. Um,
Okay.
I have your phone number. I'll let you know it's $5,000 down payment for me to even take the case. And I will be able to look into it as we go forward.
Yeah, sure. I, I'll, I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Baby bro, can you do me a favor? Can you just like
Did you too many favors?
fine, I'll pay for it.
What? No,
He's
no,
a
no, no,
nice
no, no, no.
guy. No,
I can't.
James, I got this. This is important to you. And I want this to be taken care for you.
Are you
But,
utilizing your connection for your brother twice?
I'm going beg and plead him and owe him.
I mean, so are you like I'm? He'll do it. But are you utilizing it twice?
Can I? Is that like a mechanic?
It is, but it'll put strain on your relationship with your brother, and he will not work for you again until you repair your relationship further.
Yes.
All right,
I will do it for James.
He'll kind of shrug and he's like, "Sure, Rita. It's not like I have an actual business to run or anything else, but I will take this pro bono case for you, little sister." And he'll look at James and he'll like clap him on the arm, and he's like, "I'll be in contact when I figure something out." Do you have the name of the company?
Yeah. So I know when I worked for them, they went by Glow Cloud Solutions, but I heard they'd be in rebranding. I don't know what the new brand is.
I'll look.
AKA out of character. You can make that shit up if you want. If you want to tie it into the story or whatever. But
I will let you know what I find.
perfect. Oh, thank you so much.
It might be like I'll I'll be in contact within a week.
Okay, that's more than good enough.
And he'll look back at Marina and he's like, it's never a dull moment with you, little sister. And he'll walk out.
So as he leaves, like James turns to Marina, and he's just like, I promise I will figure out how to pay you. I don't know how I'm going to come up with $5,000 with my day job, but I do side jobs.
No,
I'm really good at coding. If you need
James,
any coding, web design,
don't.
no. I'm just anything you need. I got you. Like you have no idea how long I have worked to try and find someone. And he just starts sobbing.
It's honey, stop. Don't cry. Don't cry. No crying. James, get yourself together. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't. I'll figure it out with my little brother. I'll throw him a cookout. I'll bring him good cases. I don't know. Don't worry about it. You had our backs, so I'm gonna help you out with this.
Hold on.
Okay. I definitely appreciate it. He's like thinking to himself, I don't remember having your backs.
Don't push it.
All right. So James, you would look up and you would see the earlier person I described to Jacob and Ariana. Uh, the 6'6", lithe, lean man in
Yeah.
jeans and a shirt,
Mean
and
sexy machine.
right, right. And he's like, "Oi, oi, oi! Get off the floor, big man. There's no reason to cry. You feel inspired as he looks at you.
Okay.
Like you just feel calm and just wash over you, and you feel just it's right to be next to him in this point. So you feel the overwhelming emotions that you had overflowing at that point, like kind of recede back at the sight of him.
Right. So like as James getting up, he just does like the one hand wipe across the face, get the tears out. He's like, hey, thank you, sir, man, guy.
Sorry, man. Oh, oh, right. I do apologize. My name is Nick, Sebastian Nicula,
All right, Nick.
and I do apologize. I am swapping accents really badly. So just roll with it for me. It's my first time trying to do accents.
Hey, it's all good. So,
Rocking it.
what do you guys know Nick? Is that why he's here?
Oh
He's
no,
Hermes' son.
I
Uh,
this one
uh,
knows. Uh, I am the Scion of Hermes. I'm employed by the city as a kind of when shit gets supernatural, they call me.
oh, so great. So I can just go home now. You got this, right?
Oh, I mean, if you want, but
Time to blue skidoo and get the fuck out of here, huh?
James, are you not going to participate in this adventure that we've been doing together?
I don't.
Don't
Like,
you want to know what's going to happen? Don't you want to find out what happened to your lovely lady?
I
oh,
what?
there's a lady.
Mm,
I
I
do
understand.
There
love
is a lady, a
ladies.
beautiful, lovely lady who
You
our
As
James here is very infatuated with.
as Nick
you.
says, I do love ladies. He looks Adrian up and down. It's like I do love ladies.
Yeah, she
Hey,
she
hey,
almost passes out just from the low.
eyes over here, eyes over here.
Oh,
What, huh?
right,
What?
right,
Huh?
right.
Oh,
So, like, James just kind of puts his hands up, and he's just like, "Well, I just you you guys just don't seem to understand. Like, I don't see how me following you is gonna make any sense. I'm just a tech guy. I just do software and work at a tech store.
Oi. So listen here, big man. Uh, the way I see it is you owe the lady a favor for calling in her brother to help you. So just stick around for the show. Really.
I, I mean, that's
As
true.
it could just be simple. She just likes to have your presence around, and it puts her at ease. You know, favor for a favor. Anyway, moving on. I did overhear while you guys were in the room with your lawyer. I'm not any point of law enforcement at all, so I'm allowed to do these things. Uh, you were talking about Deadless Enterprises.
What do you know about Daedalus Enterprises?
Hmm, I know a few things. One of them involving the odd fog that showed up yesterday and swept over the island and caused mass amnesia. What do you know about Deadless Enterprises?
We know that it used to. Wait, why did you get called over here to meet with us?
Oh, I didn't get called over to meet with you. I got sent to the site of the bodies that were trapped to inspect it over. There was a dead harpy. Whoever shot it, great grouping. Um, but and I whoever was able to put a bucket on its head on top of that, respect. Um,
thank you. Thank
but
Stop drooling, stop drooling.
God damn it again. Shit.
seeing as how events are progressing, I do find it pertinent that I pay a visit to the research center that is here in Eden. And seeing as how you two lovely reporters are looking into it, what better company to have than two reporters and a tech guy to help get through security?
That does seem quite convenient, doesn't it?
If not, you can go home and be none the wiser of whatever I find.
No, 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 no. Sure, we'll come.
I do suggest that we meet up maybe. Well, how about tomorrow? Because not to on the risk of being rude. Uh, you both smell absolutely horrid.
You mean like
What?
cucumber melon?
No. I can smell what's beneath the cucumber melon. It smells like uh dirty gym socks.
Well, a hard day's work does show in.
Yeah, you guys would like if you like when you went to go smell yourself, Adrian. You smell pretty right. Like
Oh fuck.
it's been like a day and a half since you had a shower, and you've been doing some pretty intense like adrenaline pounding things. So
That is
Yeah.
true.
Okay. So yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
and
also still
it's
wounded.
Cucumber hand sanitizer ain't gonna do much with that.
it's mid like it is the summer solstice, so it's hot.
Oof. Okay.
Do we
yeah.
smell like cucumber dirty socks?
Uh, it's like a hint of alcohol on top of it. So I propose that you go home, you collect yourselves, and then we meet up, and uh we'll just walk in the front door and see how that works
You go first.
out. Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely go first. I've been
Cool.
shot before.
Wouldn't that be nice?
J- something
To survive being shot.
Oh, oh, I was about to be offended.
is is there something that's missing, right? I feel like um if one bull was screaming and had three people dying inside, and we saw a fuck ton of bulls screaming, would they not have also had people dying inside them?
Oh yeah, no, there's tons of people that are dead right
Oh, fantastic.
now, and you
Yeah,
would see
yeah, that's just
his
another day
his
in
face
Eden.
is just completely placid about it, like no emotion over. It's like, unfortunately, we got to as many as we can. The ones that can be rehabilitated are, but other than that, there's nothing we can do.
So one other question, and please don't take offense to this, but how come when we went into um was it Odin's area?
Odin's temple.
We
The
had
Seer
like
Burrow?
yeah, we had like the cops on us within minutes, but there are like dead people and all these bulls, and it took them a day to figure that out.
We also tried break.
I'm sorry, did you say breaking into a temple?
No, it
Nope.
was open.
What? No, why would we do that? Wait, we would never do that. I would never do that.
Nope. Nope.
So
Nope.
um, as you
Actually,
know,
I just wanted to pet Freya's cats, just so you know. I do like pussy.
Okay. Good to know. Won't bark up that tree anymore. So as you are aware, each borough is self-contained and governed by the overseeing religion that runs the area. So the Asir borough that you were talking about so fervently earlier has its own police force or security force, and those are probably the ones that you met with. Um, they do not oversee the whole city. They just oversee their set of temples, and maybe that's what happened. You met with them, and
I mean, they were nice people. Don't get me wrong. I was just curious, being that
largely it looks to be what I can see is that The boroughs themselves, where the temples are most concentrated, weren't that greatly affected.
Hmm.
So there were no bulls that were um, there were no bulls that popped up in any of the boroughs.
Okay. So it was outside of their jurisdiction, so to speak, is what you're saying.
I can only imagine. It is a large city, so to keep there's a surplus of information coming in at it every every few hours. We get more and more information. We have another Scion that was part of a band I was with a while ago, and she is currently looking into why there wasn't any bulls in the burrows. Maybe we'll get lucky and meet her later. Maybe we won't.
Hmm.
Okay. I was just curious because it's not every day you see bulls popping up randomly out of thin air that happen to have dead bodies in them, and
Not dead
nobody's
bodies, dying bodies.
well, they're
Uh,
dead
Im-
basically.
Important distinction because one of us is on being charged with murder at the moment.
that is very true.
Well,
Uh,
she's the only one that shot him, though.
That's why I said one of us.
supposedly shot. Supposedly. We don't know that that actually happened. As far as we know, she showed up, found the gun, and then moved on.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Odin's always been a prick, so let's get you guys sprung. He'll walk over to the desk and he'll tap on the knock on it and get the attendant's attention. Like, oi, love. Uh, right. So, I'll be taking the prisoners with me. Uh, any questions? The lady just kind of looks at him. She's like, well, we need paperwork. He's like, right, paperwork. You don't need any paperwork. She's like, well, no, sir. I kind of need the paperwork. And he's like, look, darling, how would you feel about a date, one on one,
Jesus fucking
Why is it
with
that when I tried that, it doesn't work?
with
Christ.
a scion of great proportions,
Oh.
one that is legend so strong that it can't be bent any further. And she starts like trying to catch her breath. She's like,
Hyperventilating.
I still can't. I can't let you take the prisoners. Oh, ooh, oh, love, love, love. Prisoners is such a strong word. You know what I like? That's strong. I love a woman's strong back. I love the sweat that drips from a brow after a hard hour or two work has been put in. Uh, you know, but how about that date? And she's just kind of like at this point, her face is real flushed, and she's sitting back in her chair. She's like, and he's like, right, right. So you know my man X that just came through. Yeah, that's the sign I'll set you up with. Come on,
Oh, motherfucker.
go.
I hate you.
And
No fair.
as like the officer's just kind of like and he's like, I'll vouch for them. Don't worry. And for some reason, they just kind of yeah, whatever. They tell you not to leave the city, but they let you go.
Okay, cool.
And you walk out with this guy that you've only met a few minutes ago, who somehow just seemingly gave a woman that was sitting down that he had no contact with an orgasm, and she was sitting there recuperating as you guys walked out. Uh, right. Um, so you three, uh, go home and uh
Clean up.
clean up, and we'll meet. We'll say in the Fiore district, and walk on over to Deadless Enterprises.
While I'm at home, can I do first aid on myself? Because I still have, I believe I have 2 wounds. Yeah, I'm bruised twice.
If your bruises, they'll go away at the end of the day. Like just,
Okay.
I mean, you
We
can
haven't
do. Huh? Sorry, go ahead.
we haven't reached end of the day.
I mean, technically you did. You just were in jail for it. But
Oh,
you
got it,
guys,
got it.
like from the point when you go home, you have
Mm-hmm.
a whole day. Like you get home probably around 8 o'clock in the morning. You can go to sleep. You can do whatever you want. But you have a whole day before you meet up. So, um, whatever you guys want to do, just let me know.
All right. Well, well, first of all, did Adrian get her camera equipment back?
Yeah, no,
Because
they would have brought it back
okay,
out too.
because if they hadn't, she'd still be at the police station, raising all heck. Um, so instead, she's just gonna. She lives with her aunts, and she's just gonna tell them like, yeah, sorry, didn't come home last night, got arrested. Might have fought Titan Spawn. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a quick nap and take a shower. I'll see y'all later.
Marina's gonna get home and she's going to feed her 2 cats, Gertrude and Wilbur. Also shower, and then right after I'm going to get on an email to my producer, and tell them everything that I have found out so far. Not just about what I found out about Atlantis, but the bulls. Uh, Adrian, I don't have any access to your pictures, right?
Not at the moment, no. Sorry.
No. Tell them about this wonderful photojournalist that I just met that needs to join the team. She's amazing. And she's got pictures of X. Oh, also tell them about X coming into town.
That's awesome.
And then omit the part about the jail time, but also tell them about what I found out about this corporation and this new kind of lead that I'm going to follow, and how I'm working together with Hermes' son.
Oh, okay. Your producer pretty much respond back. He's like, "You're working with a Scion, like close and personal. Be
Yes.
careful because regular mortals like us tend to die around Scions. So just watch your back because no one else is going to watch it for you. And I'm not saying this because I care about you or anything. I just want the story."
Thanks, Ralph. Love you too.
He would very much make it like throughout the email he would respond back to, like he'll make it apparent that this is shaping up to be one of the biggest stories that they've had in like ever. So if you can pull this off, you'll you'll be set as a journalist. Like you will be one of the top names, but you have to pull it off. And he'll tell you like, you know, dot your I's, cross your T's because you have to make sure you're thorough about this. Like you take down a giant corporation with some media, you'll be one of the journalists of the century. And he's like,
Moving
but
closer towards my goal.
but make sure you get the story and don't die. Not because I care about you, but because I want the story.
Sure, Ralph. Whatever you say. You don't love me. Mm-hmm.
And then that'll be it. Um, and you said you pretty much told your aunt that you know,
Ants.
huh?
Ants.
Your aunts about everything crazy that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
You tell them about meeting Scion of Hermes.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? I tell them everything. They're great people.
So I don't know why, but I have a picture of your aunts are older, right?
Yeah, they're getting older. Yeah.
All right. I have a picture of like one like that's kind of like in a rocking chair that's just kind of like
That old.
fanning herself like menopause old, like just fanning herself like you know, if you brought a sign of Hermes home, I can only imagine.
But I don't want to burst your bubble there, Daniel. But they're lesbians. I don't. When I said ants.
No, I'm talking about you bringing a Scion of Hermes home.
Oh.
Like how that would help you.
Oh.
Your
Okay.
your lesbian aunt is trying to get you
Oh no, you're
hooked
just
up
like
with a
fanning yourself. It's like
Scion.
I don't.
I'm trying to put. I'm sorry. I'm trying to portray her going through menopause. It's
Oh.
hot. I'm having a hot flash all the time. Sorry, I'll put that in layman's terms for you next time. I'm going through the change of life. My ovaries aren't putting out eggs anymore. I'm hot all the time.
I
See, no, I'm some
You
feminine
guys have
You know,
AC kicked down to 60, and this bitch is still hot.
uh, I love you, Auntie, but you need to stop starting and ending every conversation we have like that. It's it's a little tiresome. Anyway, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go head back out, and we're gonna investigate some stuff.
Well, make sure you're safe, and
Can't make any guarantees.
Get some booty.
and take care of yourself, and try not to get arrested again.
Wear protection.
We don't have that much money saved up.
Well, no, well, okay, yeah, that's true.
Bring us back $1 million.
I will definitely try that.
Bring me back a divine child.
I,
Yeah. I'm okay with sharing my wifey if it means we get a divine child.
well, all our children are gonna be divine. We're all Scions. We don't know that yet.
true. But we don't know that yet, all right? So I can still be like, fine, he can borrow her. Just so that we can have a beautiful baby together.
All right. So Cory, you said you wanted to contact some of your contacts.
Yeah, so James has spent a lot of time doing research to, dig into the, like I said, the conspiracy theory he thinks that is this company that's stealing his work. And in doing so, he found himself pretty deep in the web. Um, so I have, basically an online dark web group that he's part of that he gets in, and it's kind of one of those groups where people talk about different hack exploits, and some people go, hey, I need to be able to do this. Doesn't anyone have code for it? He's probably put some of the code out himself to do stuff, but most of it, he doesn't try to be too malicious. But he found a person on there who goes by the hacker name, which is it's infinity, but it's hackery spelled, so it's all elite code. um, and he's got really good with this hacker, and basically he's reaching out to be like, hey, so I've got legal representation now. I feel really good about this, but I have another issue. I There's some crazy shit going on, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of coverage on the news about it. There's all these scions that seem to know about it, but it's not really getting the publicity you would think. Literally, a scion of Hermes said a bunch of fucking people died, and he didn't seem to care about it. Like, what the fuck? This person is like 100% anti-scion. Like, he's like, like, oh, really? Yeah, those fucking scions always not caring about us, blah, blah, blah. So basically, James is like, okay, well, I agree with you. Like, James isn't anti-scion, but he's definitely impressionable to this guy. Like, this guy really, this guy makes James feel like this guy cares about him and trusts him, which he doesn't get, right? Because everyone seems to ignore him. So like, James is definitely like, yeah, so what do you want me to do? Like, I find some information out for me and tell me what to do.
All
AKA,
right.
I'm giving you the ability to make James play that until he finds out he's a scion. He's definitely going to want to fuck up scions, like not subliminally, but like under the.
I mean, that's completely completely fine. Uh, so like, you can play that however you want. If you want me to give you a piece of information, based on that viewpoint, then just let me know and I can come up with something. But I mean,
Yeah.
you've pretty
So
much.
basically, for this contact, obviously, I just wanted to throw it out there so you know for future games, like that's that's where that's some stuff you can throw in there if you want. But really, what he's looking for this contact is, you know, as much information about what the hell Infinity can find out is going on. So whatever information you feel like would be not hard to find, so not something you want, like I'm not saying break the game for me, but like something that would give James an in and make him feel like he's actually part of the group.
Pertinent information that a hacker could find about Deadless Enterprises would probably be that they are utilizing like a. All right, so I guess they are utilized like they're even though they're registered as a pharmaceutical uh company, they do have a very strong stance in the tech world. Like they're they have a very strong presence in the tech world. So pertinent information you could probably utilize is that there's more to the company than just pharmaceuticals. They have like your contact probably uncovered there's more to trying to think of how to put it without giving away too much. Uh there is more to the fuck off, Jacob. I hate you. I'm sorry. Through combing through financial records and everything like that, you realize that they're not just in pharmaceuticals. There's uh tech things and like uh that could be more discovered. So you would know like going in to tell them about this. Like that way they're aware of it.
Weren't we already like aware that they're also in the tech? Like I think that was something that Marina got last game, was that they put themselves out as a pharmaceutical company. However, they've got their hands in a bunch of different pots.
Right. But since like what the party has been main like focused on so far is that they're from the pharmaceutical aspect and being related to the fog that was there around the island not too long ago, and that so I guess what you would be pushing forward would be the fact that their tech is more substantial, like their tech involvement is more substantial than even she has figured out. Even though they says like, oh, their hands are in many different pots. Like it's probably like from what you find out, it's probably like a good 50-50 split at this point.
Gotcha.
All
Okay.
right, moving on. Anything else anybody doing?
I think, yeah.
Gonna meet up.
Oh, first, I'm gonna do something about those pictures on the camera. I don't know the protocol for that. I have no actual knowledge about cameras.
You hook it up to a computer.
Yeah, she's gonna hook him up to the dark room thing, and process
the actual
them.
film.
I don't know. I don't know what professional
good. Sounds
photographers
good.
do, but yeah, she does the thing.
You take out your memory card, you stick it in the computer, and then you spend 50 hours editing.
Do I do that before or after I turn on like all the red lights and like?
Oh, is it actually film?
I have no idea. I don't know how they do it
I was
now.
like, I was pretty sure it was digital because you were going through the pictures to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you don't
Okay,
need a
yes,
red
yes,
light.
yes.
You probably just do it for the ambience. You're like, I'm a
Yeah.
hardcore bitch.
Yeah.
Boom, red lights.
Turn on the typo negative and just start. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she does that. And then she heads out for the thing.
Are you sleeping at all? Because it is then like a whole day away.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. That's the first thing she did, and then she took a shower, which you should probably do that opposite ways, but she didn't.
Right, whatever. Just sleep in the grime, wake up,
Yeah.
go about it. I like it. I like it. It's a good plan.
It's a bad plan.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, she does all that and then does the other thing that I said.
All right. Everybody else is going to sleep, and then I'm closing out of the chat in Twitch because I can't pay attention.
I don't sleep. Marina survives off of coffee and just sheer willpower
Are
to
you
save the
serious?
world.
Not sleeping because
No, I am gonna sleep.
I'm
I'm
about to say,
sorry.
if you
I'm
don't
sorry,
sleep,
give
like
me a
I
second.
will give you negatives for the rest of the game.
I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna take nappy naps.
I take a nap.
I'm gonna grab my kitties. I'm gonna be like, babies, let's cuddle. Let's dream about our future wifey. Your mama's gonna bring you a mama.
All right. So, all right. That's pretty much it. So you guys all meet up.
Oh, game over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we're
it.
done. All right.
Great job.
Woo! Good
Thanks,
job.
guys. We survived.
Uh, so yeah, no, you guys just kind of meet up at the Sioi Burrow in front of the Temple of Hermes, where the Scion had asked you all to show up to earlier.
I'm gonna like wink at Aphrodite. Hey, babe.
Her statue just
Yes. Can I get 5 of those in my bedroom? I'm gonna stop by the closest vendor and be like, "Hey, how many naked women statues do you have?"
a lot.
I was like, are you kidding me?
They go through and they showcase different ones throughout the year. Yeah, no, that's pretty much. There's tons of just naked statues everywhere. It's
I'll take 5.
it's the Theoi borough. They're everywhere.
This is my place. I think I'm gonna move here.
All right. So you guys walk up. You see Nicola there, just kind of waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, you ready for this?
I'm always ready. Are you?
You don't seem that excited about this. Is this like your regular day on a daily basis?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Sometimes you wake up surrounded by bodies. Sometimes you wake up surrounded by bodies that are alive. It just kind of depends.
Do you need an assistant?
Hmm.
I will take your women. I mean, I won't take your men.
The offer is enticing. I will give you that. So, I don't think I got your names properly. As I said, I'm Sebastian Nicola. And you are? He'll point to Adrian.
I am Adrian Phelps, photojournalist.
With a strong stutter.
No, that's shaken up, I guess, by things.
Things. Well, I do like my women shaken, not stirred.
That's creepy.
And then he'll point to
She's right.
Marina.
I'm Marina, also a journalist and human activist.
All right. Interesting. And you, sir?
As you point at him, you see him kind of look down. And he goes, "Well, I did I get it. No one really remembers me, but I shook your hand before, and I told you my name was James Whitesmith. But everyone typically forgets, so it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Because remember earlier, he did shake his hand and say, "Hey, I'm James." He's like, "I'm Nick." He's like, "Oh, okay, Nick."
I remember.
Oh, okay.
Uh, oh, right. My bad. You're very forgettable.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. So Nick,
That's rude.
um, did you? I'm just curious. Did you find any more information out about the bulls and stuff? Like since last night, I figured because don't you go around like out of character clarification? Is Hermes the one with the flying boots?
Yeah, flying sandals.
So his thing is like information and message. He's like a messenger, right?
The messenger of the Greek gods.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are you assuming that since my father has sandals, that take him away super expediently to different places to deliver messages, that I also do the same thing?
Yeah, I apologize, but yes, because isn't that how it works? Like father, like son.
No. My
Oh,
father is also a bastard, and I'm only doing this because, well, what else will I do?
okay. Well, actually, just so to take the finger out of my face, so to speak. Um, Also, you did mention you were called in on it, so I thought that's why I thought you had information, not because of your
Oh,
father
right.
specific,
So,
but
usually it's when weird things like this happen that are kind of out of mortal means, they call in scions to kind of look into it.
okay, that's what I mean. So did from that standpoint, not from your father being, yeah, like from the standpoint of you just being called, was there anything that you know extra before we start going into buildings and starting a ruckus that maybe you know more about than we do? If we knew more, like we could be
Like,
more of help.
do I know more about the bull situation or about the whole Daedalus Enterprises being involved situation?
Right, exactly.
So majority of the people that have seen the bulls don't really remember them never not being there. They just kind of have this vague image, but that's just from the people we talk to. The bulls seem to have been. They're not affixed to the ground, so they have been moved into place. So it seems that they were readied somewhere else and then moved to these places, most likely under the guise of the fog. Uh, and then that's what we have right now.
But that doesn't make sense. Why do we remember it then? Is it just some people don't remember it?
Uh, I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
okay.
could be what you were doing. There's a million different aspects of what could affect your memory differently than other people.
Right,
Also,
right.
um, what happened to Atlantis? Is Atlantis still out in the middle of the ocean? Did they come here? Like, this whole thing was supposed to be celebrating Atlantis, and they're nowhere to be seen.
No one knows where Atlantis is at. Contact to get a hold of anyone on there has been met with silence. So we're just kind of moving on as we can. We're gonna handle the fire in front of us and then move on to the next one. Now, if only I could figure out where the hell X went, and we could go on.
Here.
I think I remember him being drunk somewhere.
You remember X? Like
Yeah,
my height, super jacked,
yeah, yeah,
angry all the time.
yeah. He actually bitch slapped me over to Adrian.
Yeah, that did happen. That was
And you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Wait, why? I don't know. Don't
Don't
want to know.
you don't? Nope, nope. You don't. Nope.
let's just go
Just-
to
mhm.
the place. Yep.
Yep.
Sure. Okay, moving
Mhm.
on. Any more questions as you guys start walking?
You said your father was a bastard? Did he put you up to this also?
Right. No. As you'll
I mean, I know he's an actual bastard, but
the more. Yeah. Well, I guess I have to choose my words carefully here. Uh, the more you interact with the divine, the more you'll see. Mainly all of the gods are bastards and bitches. There's really not a good one, despite all of them. They're so wrapped up in their own bullshit, they don't have time for the offspring. They just kind of abandon it here in the mortal world, and they just unleash chaos and don't do anything to stop it. And then, like, oh, I have 5 or 6 kids. Why not? I'm Zeus, and my dick swings for miles. So my sons and daughters go forth and save the world. And this is why I hate Zeus's
So
silence.
you got,
and I'm the one with the chip on their shoulders.
yeah, right.
I
You're
noticed.
missing a sort of chunk there. I don't know if you noticed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mhm. Whatever makes you sleep at night.
So aren't these bull things pretty chaotic? So you're saying like potentially like Zeus could have done it?
No, the divine wouldn't do this. At least we hope not.
I mean, because
We'd
the
be fucked if
plaques.
the divine did this.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Marina, but the plaques sounded like some divine like culty kind of shit, right? Like, oh, the innocent, will burn, and the damned will burn, and then everyone will burn. And
It
you
did
just
seem pretty burn and brimstone or fire and brimstone, so I mean
Doomsday cult or
Christian
something.
got anybody?
I'm sorry, say
God,
what?
we don't talk about the Christian God.
I'm not saying specifically the divine. It just makes sense, right? Like if they're swinging their dicks miles around, this could just be their dick swinging, sign to say, hey, we killed a bunch of you guys. Maybe someone did something and pissed off a divine. Like maybe they broke into, a shrine or something.
I definitely think it's the power or the work of somebody who's way, way, way above our pay grade.
So the
Yeah.
thing you have to remember about the gods is they don't meddle in mortal affairs as much as possible. They send us to do that. So if I
So a
mean
Scion did
it
it.
is possible that a Scion drunk off of power manipulated some things for this to happen, and then but
Well,
it's more likely that this is a crazed cult or something like that.
it's
Is
all
there
speculation. Speculation only closes routes of investigation. So we should
I,
probably just assume they're all true and not true. Just
Mhm.
go with what we find.
out of character? Is there a way to like insight a person, like to see if it sounds like someone's hiding something or not telling the truth, or I wasn't really sure.
Pretty sure that'd be empathy.
Yeah, I'll let you go. Go with empathy on that one.
So empathy and cunning.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay, all right. Because basically, I'm sure you're picking up on this, but he's like hardcore trying to get Hermes to basically say a Scion or the divine did it, even though if it's not the case, because that's just he's basically trying to point fingers. 1, 2, 3.
I hate Scion so much.
1, 2, 3.
The challenge is 4.
Social gods.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a 10. That's a 9. That's an 8. And then that's a 7. So that would be because a 10's 2, right?
A 10 is 1, but you re-roll it.
Oh, okay. So right now it's 4. Because wait, what's the number? 6 and above or 7 and above?
It is 8 and above.
8 and
sir.
above.
8 and above. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's 4. It's just 4.
All right. Um. So you look at him, you kind of size him up, and you come to the determination that he is hiding something, but it could be a multitude of things because
Of all the questions. Yep,
yeah,
I got you.
like there's no base point for you to grasp onto. Like you kind of just rapid
Makes
fire
sense.
things at him, and he's just like, oh,
Yeah.
sure, just blah.
Yep. Cool.
But you do realize in your check that he is getting kind of annoyed at the questions, and
Okay.
he has just kind of started ignoring you.
Okay. That's natural. That's okay.
Uh, as you guys move towards the research center,
What's the research center called?
Deadless Enterprise Research Center. I mean, I didn't think.
If that's the
Do,
name, that's the name.
do research
Sounds like
centers
a-
usually have separate names? Like,
I don't know. It could be like some acronym or whatever, but at Daedalus Enterprises Research Center is a very valid
That
name.
sounds great. Yes.
It's Dirk.
Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk.
Dirk.
Yes. Dirk. Love it.
Dirk. Just real big and like big D, Edless.
Big
Big
D.
E, Enterprise. R, First. C, Enter.
Oh dang! I thought Enterprise was spelled with an I, so I thought D-I.
This.
D-I-R-C.
I did that just for you, Chris.
Oh God, goodness gracious.
All right, so you guys
Sorry.
are walking towards the door. Anything anybody want to do before you get inside this building?
Pictures of the building.
All right,
Uh,
so you're taking pictures of the building. Did you bring more than one camera this time,
Oh, God.
Adrian?
The camera didn't.
No, I
get
mean like
broken.
different types of cameras. Like you have a digital camera. Do you have like a old-fashioned camera? Things
Oh
like
sure,
that.
yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Now that we're dealing with the divine things, you don't want to be caught off your guard, right?
Absolutely.
So, took a picture of Dirk.
Actually, can I don't know if can we say the word cast because it's not really a spell. Can I call upon a talisman, which would bless an object?
You
It
want to use
basically.
your knack?
It's
You-
one of my knacks. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and do it.
So it's make it a knack skill roll. If any successes are achieved, then grants the bearer 2 enhancements to rolls made to defense or protect against a particular person, thing, or situation. So I am actually going to go ahead and bless Adrian's camera, thereby protecting her after I do my knack roll, right?
Yeah.
And then
The knack roll is something that we both agree upon. I'm gonna say it'll be your. Since you're doing it for somebody you deem as a friend, I'll do it empathy, and then you
Oh.
choose your attribute, or do you? Is it the other way around?
I was gonna say because my calling is also a guardian. I don't know if that plays a part into it, or is our calling not come into play until after we've been visited?
Yeah, we'll just.
After the fact.
Yeah, I'll look into it later.
Cool.
Sorry.
So you said, let's see.
Or you can do a leadership. I'll give you either empathy or leadership, your choice. Since you are like taking the initiative to protect somebody or try to protect somebody for future harm. That is something a leader will do.
And then for the attribute, can I use resolve?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just a heads up, James is gonna look for cameras and try to avoid them.
Can.
They're everywhere, by the way. You say what?
He's gonna.
I got a 1.
So it didn't. You did, wait. Did you get any successes or no?
No,
No, but
just
you
a
got a
1.
one. All right. So you'll get 2 momentum. And Adrian, the pictures you're trying to take, like you take them on burst shot, right?
Uh,
Yeah, they all come out really, really badly, like blurry or black, or like the sun is in them. For some reason, there's just a random cat that's like real up close to your camera that you didn't see before. You're like, what the hell?
what the hell
It's a
is going
great picture of that cat, though.
on? I mean, I can. Yeah.
Fuck! I tried to do a
That's-
nice thing. I goofed. I'm sorry, my future wife.
On the plus side, she doesn't know it's you.
Yeah, I didn't say that. That's all in my brain. That's all the mental anxiety, just sweating. Just all of a sudden really depressed and sweating.
So as you were trying to do this, like Hermes kind of like whips his head around at you and gives you like a really weird like, what are you
What?
doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Why are you doing what you're doing?
I'm because I want to make sure that my friends are safe.
And how do you know how to do that?
I mean, I am an acolyte of the priestess of the Netjet, so
Oh, that explains a lot.
what else does it explain?
The smell. And he'll keep going forward.
Motherfucker! Okay, listen.
Holy fuck.
It's called being aged properly.
Are you aged meat? Is that what we're saying? Or wine?
I am a fine wine, and so are my gods.
Sure. I've met some of them in the jet before. They're not too pleasant either.
Yeah, but they have an excuse. They've been around for millennia. Try being 9,000 years old and trying to figure out a cell phone.
They're actually pretty handy with cell phones. Anyway, moving on. As you guys come closer, Cory, you will realize that there are cameras all over the front of this place. All over.
So as he is realizing that, I just want to clarify, like, so when you guys saw him previously, he was just wearing kind of like just your basic fucking clothes, like super duper, no, like a t-shirt with no emblems on it, just basic ass pants, like just super simple stuff. So now he's wearing similar, just with a hoodie that's just a basic gray hoodie, which was down, like the hoodie was off, but now you see him kind of like flip it up and like take the strings and pull it over his face. So it's kind of like Kenny right now.
I see what he's trying to do.
It's hot out.
Hide?
Yeah.
Turtle?
Yeah, he's just like there's cameras every fucking where. Like we're just gonna walk up in this place with a Scion and be like, "Hey, we're here to say what's up." Like
Nick will turn around and is like, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And he'll just like kind of skip up the steps like he doesn't give a shit. He's like, doo-doo.
God damn these fucking Scion.
He'll open the door and he'll be like,
So how far up the steps? Like how far away from us was he as he's skipping up the steps? Is it like 2-3 steps? Is it a fucking?
it's like there's just like 2 sets of 4
Gotcha.
steps each. So like 4 steps, little break, and then another 4 steps, and then the top, like you enter.
Okay. Because like as he gets a little bit away from us, and like he says that, yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Like James will kind of mutter under his breath, where he basically enough to where he would think that Marina and Adrian can hear, but not that Hermes can hear, and he'd be just like, "Oh, this guy's gonna get us fucking killed."
Were you
Hopefully not, I
around?
got a story to tell.
When you were around when he told you that he heard the conversation they had
Oh yeah,
through the door?
James definitely did not pay attention to that whatsoever, but I heard
All
it.
right. Okay. Cool. So he would just like as he like ushers you guys in, he'll just kind of smile to each of you as you walk past. Um, as Adrian walks past, like if anybody pays attention, he's just definitely kind of like,
Checks her out.
Okay, now
If
now
I'm
it's
walking
getting
behind Adrian, oh god, I want to. I'm just gonna, but not punch him because I already learned my lesson.
square up, mortal.
Just,
it's
hey, who you looking at, mother?
like meet me outside, but we're not actually gonna fight because you'll kick my ass.
Exactly.
So as you guys walk in, you are immediately see like as you for one before I get too far ahead of myself. The building was massive. Like walking up, there's a little overhang and everything, but it's the giant like stone columns that are in majority of the like Greco-Roman depictions and everything. Like just massive columns, like right up, made out of pure marble. And like this stuff is pristinely kept. Like it is shining white. It is reflecting the sunlight, bright as shit, right into your faces. As you're walking up and past it. Uh, Walking in through the door, it's like giant panes of glass. Like the whole like vestibule area is just like giant, probably 20-foot panes of glass just from ceiling to floor. Like as you're going in. So these are just massive, and it's just like a very prominent display of wealth.
We can just see the city from out the windows, right? Or is there anything? Is there anything important that we can see out the windows?
Um, Out the windows or in as you're looking in?
Oh, we're not. We're not inside yet. We're
No,
still.
like I was trying to, like I had to backtrack a little bit to describe what you guys were seeing as you were walking
Got it.
into the building.
It's just a giant, expensive fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
Are there people moving inside?
Only thing you can see from as you're walking up is the security desk, and there are, it looks like two people that are sitting there.
Okay. At that point, James kind of is like, fuck. He just kind of pulls his hood off, and it's just like, well, I'm not gonna look like I'm coming here to fucking do some shit. But he does kind of fondle the mace he brought in his pocket.
All right, cool.
Where is this located?
This is like right in the. It's not in the Fioi district where you guys met up with Nick earlier. It's
Mhm.
like It's like probably right in the middle between that and the common area. Like it's right on the outskirts of that.
Okay.
Um, but as you guys come in, you you're greeted with the two security guards at the desk, and they are armed very openly.
That's not good.
I would like to say that I probably am carrying my media badge, especially after getting specific instructions from my producer to have stories. So I'm probably dressed as I usually am, kind of jeans, t-shirt, like nondescript, and kind of carrying my badge with me, probably notepad and paper.
All right, absolutely. And so as you guys walk in, um, Nick kind of goes to the forefront, and he is like just in the guards' faces. He's like, "Hi, how are you guys doing today? Lovely day for a stroll, isn't it? It must be stifling to be in this building all day. And he just kind of like rambles on, like with his whole talking thing, and you would notice that he is like kind of like ushering you on, because if you look at him, like you will realize like the guards at the desk are fervently focused on him. Like they are not their gaze is not straying any which way but for him. And he's like kind of like has a hand behind his back. And he's like telling you
Okay.
not even to approach the desk, just to keep moving on.
We keep going. I assume I keep going.
I'm gonna follow. Just okay. Inch our way.
Um,
Where are we going? Elevator? Stairs?
There are
Available room?
There are 2 elevators directly behind the desk. One is open. It's been open since you walked in. So you could probably go in there, or there are stairs that are immediately to either side of the elevators.
I mean, stairs are going to be the better option. As I walk by, like I'm last walking through, and as I walk by, like I kind of pull my phone out and try to take a quick snap as secretly as possible of Nick standing next to the guards, like talking to him.
All right, absolutely. Would you view the picture as
No,
like after you take it?
no. Like it's like quickly, like snap, throws his phone back in his pocket, kind of thing.
Okay. Hold on.
And like he has like the typical like I imagine him having like a Samsung type of phone, so like not a super fancy camera like Adrian would have, just a maybe like a 12 megapixel or something like that, because I think they're up to like 24 now. But he definitely has it connected to whatever cloud services is available, so it auto saves whatever stuff he does to that cloud thing.
Sure.
So elevators or stairs, guys?
I say stairs because unless he's coming with us.
I say elevator.
Oh, God damn it. You're going to make me decide.
If you take the elevator and he doesn't come with us, we're immediately going to be told to leave.
Well, I rolled an even, so that's an elevator.
I hate to do this, but James would be like, no way in hell am I doing the elevator. Like, James is like 100%.
Good luck, soldier.
Like, stairs are usually less likely to have cameras in them. And, I mean, I assume Nick is not coming with us, right? Like,
he is coming with us.
Right now, as you guys are, like, talking about it, walking towards the elevator / stairs, he is still talking, but he is slowly peeling away. He's kind of like doing that whole like backtrack as he's talking. He's like, and you ladies have a wonderful day. You're both looking beautiful. I hope that I have time to come talk to you on my way out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call X. This is his phone number, and blah 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 blah. And
poor X.
Don't forget that I am pretty. And he would weirdly take like a bow, like he just got done doing a play, like with his head down, and then as like instead of popping up, he just kind of like slides underneath their viewpoint, and then walking away, and like you would see them kind of shake their head like they just snapped out of a daze as he's walking towards
everybody. I mean,
get your pretty ass over here, boy.
If James sees that, like he's headed towards the stairs, but if he sees, like he starts hearing that and sees Nick making that movement, then he'll kind of like do that like quick shuffle towards the elevator.
All right, so you guys get into the elevator. There's a various amount of floors. Like I think the building is 7 floors. And then it has like a few, like it has 2 basement levels, and then there's one level, like there's one button that has stars and a key next to it.
Oh dang it!
Which level are you guys going to?
Do the buttons have letters, or do they have names or numbers next to them? You know, some elevators will say what the floor is.
So it goes like it's just like the star for the floor you're on, and the button is not there, and then it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so all numbers.
And then B1, B2, and then a star with a keyhole to go into it.
I tried to roll just like randomly, and I got a 10 and a 1. I was just like, okay, stars or the basement?
Oh.
So
we could try the stars. Hey, Hermes, you got a key?
No.
I mean, sorry. Hermes.
Just wait. Hermes pops on. Yes, you're right. I'm here all the time. I have
Hey
nothing to
Nick,
do.
you got a key?
No, it escaped my knowledge that we would need to keep anywhere.
Well, we can search every other floor, right?
Absolutely, go
For
for it.
whatever the hell we're searching for. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, just to clarify, um, this is a pharmaceutical building, is what it looks like from the inside and outside,
Hmm.
right?
Why would make you think that it's a pharmaceutical building? It's a big, expensive building with lots of glass.
There's a
Well,
lot of these.
So you got the information that they were a pharmaceutical company. We're at their building. So is this a like a headquarters type of thing, or is it like the laboratory, or is it all in one? Like, would we be able to?
Dirk, the research center.
I
Yeah.
mean, you don't know anything other than what you guys found out. Like, you know that the company itself is like both big into tech and pharmaceutical research. So you honestly, being just walking through the lobby so far, you have no idea what it could be anything. You could walk in there and they could have you could go to a different floor and it not be anything. It'd just be a giant orgy they're having.
Well, but
I'll go that floor.
all the so most buildings will have a directory in
They
the
do
front.
not. They do not. You actually would notice that if you like were to look around as you walked in, like when you stood up, there's no windows other than the doors. Like that's the only viewpoint out. There's no like upper windows that have light shining in or anything. Like there's no like anything any other vantage point out is off. And um yeah, since there's no like investigation or uh like roll like that. I'll just give it to you. Like since you were looking for cameras earlier, there's no cameras inside. Not a one that you see.
How about we just go to floor number 4?
That's where you would go.
Four.
Like,
Alright.
you could see like James is kind of like backing up in the corner, super just like not agitated. I'm trying to think of the word. Basically on edge, basically, and he's just like, "This makes no sense. We're just coming in blindly, going to random floors. Like, you didn't make any plan, Nick."
We are investigating. We're the
This-
investigative journalists.
What? What
Follow
she
us
said.
around.
What she said.
This is how you guys do it. You just walk into buildings and walk around and hope you don't get caught and get shot. I mean, there are 2 guards downstairs
Well,
with
we
guns.
I
we
can't-
have a Scion.
I can't
with
tell
us.
you how many times I've been shot and caught, and shot and caught, and caught and shot. It happens, but you know that's the price you pay to find information out sometimes.
Yeah, but
We're also 2 reporters.
what happens when they shoot at you and it misses and it hits one of us, and then we're not like you. We can't survive a bullet. Like,
That's
how
the
many-
risk. That's the risk.
I mean, you can leave. I will escort you back out front if you want.
So has the elevator doors closed yet?
I mean, they're like closing. He's not making a motion to stop them.
Yeah. So James would be like, no fucking way. And he'd like put his hand in and step out the elevator door. He's like, you guys want to go and die because of this guy? Like, by all means. He kind of like steps up and lets the doors close. As they close, like he beelines it for the stairs.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
I don't know how much the guards are paying attention at this point, but
They haven't really
that's
turned.
that's a
around at all.
risk. Okay, like literally, like he'd look at the guards and be like, "Fuck," and like beeline it for the stairs. He's going down,
Oh, because you're on. Oh, all right.
so
Going down.
you can go to them, you can do their thing, and then
Absolutely. So,
party successfully split. Yes.
Again, twice.
so as you guys are going, you said the 4th floor.
Mhm.
The 4th floor is.
It's like Russian
Orgy
roulette.
room. Yes.
Yeah. We can survive anything. I've been shot at before. I'm still here.
And Adrian's well, she's here anyway.
You apparently also have a Scion husband who's been hitting on you nonstop, so I'm sure you don't jump in front of any bullet for his pretty lady.
She's not too big a fan of him anymore.
So as you guys are going up,
he's kind of creeping her out.
The door is ding, 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 and then like it dings one more time and it opens up.
The sound of our deaths coming near and near.
As it opens up, you just see like random scientists kind of milling about, just like going about like holding clipboards and everything. Nick just kind of pokes his head out. He's like, "Looks like the coast is clear." And then he just kind of follows like one out, and then he's as you guys are like looking around, there are like just tons of scientists. It looks like this is like, I guess, their area to get ready, or like lunchroom area, like common, like whatever. It looks like they've been
Their
here.
Break room? It's like
the whole floor is not the break room, but they do look like they're not like they're just kind of like carrying files back and forth. Like this is more like the office area-esque area kind of place.
We're lucky. This is my type of place. Paperwork.
Oh. Well, paperwork isn't that exciting to take pictures of, so you do you, I guess.
So as you're walking, like you two are walking, like you'll see like I guess you wouldn't even have noticed like Nick kind of split off from you two, and then he whistles pretty loudly from down a hall from the thing from the elevator. He was only gone for the briefest second. You guys just lost him that fast. And he whistles and grabs your attention down the hall. And he's just like waving you over. He's like, come.
Did you see him go anywhere? Did you see him move?
I guess he's a Scion. Oh no.
I guess. Let's go. Okay. Is there so there's scientists walking around just carrying files, I guess.
Carry files, clipboards. They look like they're not even paying any attention to you. They just kind of assume that you're supposed to be there for some reason if you got past security at this point.
Airtight security at this place.
Right. Is it possible for us to like, are there like papers lying around at desks or things like?
I mean, there's kind of like paper scattered around, and like if you were to like look at one, it just kind of says random nonsense. You can give me a academics plus cunning. We'll say challenge is 2.
Can I also do this thing?
You can also do it.
Oh yeah.
Academics plus cunning.
First roll of the game.
Uno, dos, tres. 3 successes.
All right. You have 1. You have 2. All right. So, with the 4 successes between the two of you, as you're walking, are you going towards Nick, or are you just kind of ignoring him for now? Okay.
Going towards Nick. I just wanted to see if maybe like we could peek at things or grab something on the way. But
all right. So as you're going towards Nick, you will see they're just glancing at the table, paper scattered on the table. This like it says like human trials, floor 2, garden B2, observation room, floor 3, office, like, and it just has like little snippets of things, but it just says like what, like you'll get a general idea of like on floors.
Okay, and that's something that we can keep like in our knowledge, so that next time we go to the elevator, we will remember that.
Yup.
Cool.
Sweet.
Let's go to Creeper McMeeper.
Yep.
All right. So as you guys turn the corner, like into like, and Nick's like holding the door open. He's like, "Oh, it took you too long enough." There's 3 scientists knocked the fuck out.
Gee, what the?
What?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
and one is stripped down, and like Nick is putting on the scrubs that they have with their jacket. And he's like, I mean,
For real, dude?
time to look the part, right?
Holy shit! I was just gonna like find a locker or something.
Oh well.
He's kind of right, honey. You gotta do what you gotta do to get the story.
I mean, if you don't want to,
Okay.
we can.
Nope. Just like I'm just gonna straight up like take off my shirt and not wear. I don't ever wear a bra either. Just like.
Nick's like, just and like he's not doing, like, he's just appreciative of the moment. He's like, most people be like super like, don't look, but you're just like, whatever,
gotta put on the outfit.
right? The girls are here, like, it's hot. Underboots sweat
Yeah,
out.
I need to like grab the shirt and like wipe under. It's about to take panties off, and it's like, oh wait, no, you can put on that.
Leave something to the imagination.
I'm about to say, like, I mean, are you taking them from the scientist?
I thought you said we needed to dress the part. You know?
Just the outside. Don't change the inside. Yeah, as you're doing that, Nick would kind of like step outside and like randomly grab like a clipboard and everything. Like, we probably got like an hour or two before they wake up, so let's just make it up for then.
Okay, next floor, or
Or
do we want to keep investigating here?
I think 3 would be good. That was the observation hall, right? Into human testing, I assume.
I mean, you can assume. We can see.
Well, it's either human testing or
Observation.
the observation. Yeah.
Dan, are there any other rooms in this place that we can go to? Because you said that Nick was holding a door open.
Yeah,
and
so
there were
in
3.
in this room, other than the knocked out scientists, there's a few file cabinets that are just laying around. If you did try them, which I'm just gonna assume you do, they're locked.
Got it.
The scientists on them do have key cards. None of them have a key that, like, I'm just giving
Right.
you information for things I think you're just looking for. None of them have a key that looks like it will fit the elevator though. But their key cards will get you further than what you had before.
Nice.
And we'll take those key cards also. Please, Adrian, don't try to break another nail on one of those keys, on one of those locks.
I will endeavor not to.
All right, so then observation room, since we're dressed like scientists and it seems like we might not cause as much mayhem. Then
All right.
we try.
As you because you did ask if there's anything else in this area. There are some different it's more like, it more looks like just cubicle setup. There's like, it looks like a different like there's a copy room over here. There's like a I guess it would look like a break room, like a largish break room, had a few fridges, microwaves, things like that in it.
Can we at least go into the fridges and like, I don't know, raid them? I want some snacks.
Yeah, well, we got to eat in here.
Yeah, Gatorade, some like Slim Fast, some like old cheese and crackers.
Nick shoots you both. Just
No, that's fair. That's fair. But do we get to eat before he shoots us? Is the
Yes.
real question.
no. He doesn't shoot you to kill you. He just shoots you in your kneecaps and then pours bleach in the wound.
God damn it, not again.
What?
Every Tuesday night with this shit.
I mean, if you guys want to go raid the fridge, sure. There's like
Okay.
pudding
Fuck it, why
cups
not?
and string cheese and shit like that.
I'm
Some
grabbing a
sort
handful of that
sandwich.
string cheese. Put it right
Same.
in my pocket.
And then we'll go to the observation room.
As
Keep up
you're
our strength.
as you're walking towards the thing, like he's just like between the two. of you,
It's our problem.
What? We need to eat, dude. Not all of us are like God spawn.
I'm not upset at that. I'm upset you didn't
Do you,
bring me
String cheese, my love. String
do you,
cheese.
do you want some string
I'll
cheese?
grab you chocolate pudding.
any.
You can slather it on my titties later.
As he like pops open the pudding cup and just kind of like licks it all out. Like, and as you're on the elevator, like you know what? You all gonna do it? I'm gonna do it too.
What the fuck?
He works his tongue around there, and there is no chocolate pudding left in that cup. He is just like, and he just kind of tosses it to the side. It's like sparkling new damn cup.
Damn, even I'm impressed.
I mean,
You're gonna teach me that later, right? I got ladies to impress.
okay.
He's just gonna kind of ignore it, just like snacks.
Snacks. I know you're part lizard.
Okay. Well, there's nothing to say to that.
We were sorry about
You're
the.
just sort of like, what the fuck did I just look at?
I have that godly metabolism.
That
So
is
what
how
you
the
call
God
it?
spawn
Holy
came
fuck.
to be.
that's how it started, anyway. Anyway,
One pudding
moving
cup at a
on.
time.
James, as you get to the basement floor, the first basement floor, there is a key card entrance to it. You would see that the stairs led out into a hallway that have a door that faces the elevator. So if you were to take the elevator down, the elevator would open up, and then you would see this key card entrance. Um, so going forward, there are a few different options that you could do. There is a like there. I guess you could say it does look like there is like a maintenance kind of room, like a little bit down. You could try to check that out if you would like.
Yeah, I mean, so just to clarify, you're saying that the stairwell entrance from the inside from the stairwell to go inside B1 has a key card.
Right. So like as you enter to B1, like you notice like there's no way to get down to B2 from the stairs end here. So
Okay.
as you're let out there, the it's like a I wouldn't say like a massive white hall. Like it's a white hallway, and there's a door that's in front of the elevator doors, and then there's like a maintenance. It looks like a maintenance door, kind of like
Hmm.
it's like grayish, like down at the end of the other end of the hallway.
That's on B1.
Hmm.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, that's his goal is he was looking for something that said locker room
Yeah, no, I
or
mean
storage,
you could definitely
whatever.
check out that room at the end with the gray door.
Yeah, so he would do that.
Um, there is like when you walk into the door, like it's unlocked. It's looks like your typical maintenance room. Like there is a locker in here. It does have a lock on it though, and there's like pipes everywhere. Like just I'm trying to think of hmm, yeah. There's that there's like I guess there's a water heater, a sink, you know, mop bucket for like janitorial kind of things, like cleaning
Hmm.
supplies, things like that.
Right. Well, I mean, his first instinct would be to, if there's a locker with a lock on it, to that either a the maintenance. Well, does it look like there are things missing from here? He's trying to determine, does it look like the maintenance people are here and have got their personal clothes in the locker, or does it look like they put their, you know, they might have their work
Mm,
clothes in the locker? Because if it looks like they might have their work clothes in the locker and he could put on a fucking janitor's outfit, he's going to try and break that lock. But if it doesn't look like that and he thinks that they're here working, meaning their regular clothes in there, he's not going to waste his time.
so there are tools here. So I guess that would lead you to believe that the maintenance person that is that utilizes this locker is not on duty right now. So there's probably something in there um, that you could utilize.
All right, so he'll if there's tools here and it's a maintenance room, there's chances are there's a wrench or a hammer or something. So he's gonna take that and try to break off the lock.
Okay. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Give me a might plus a close combat. I'm gonna say because I can't think. It's either close combat or athletics. Your choice.
Um, I mean, so what's like what's the pass on it? Because I mean, I only have 2 in that, so well, I got a 10. Oh, so I got 3.
All right.
I made it a 10 and then rolled a 9.
Uh, you take it. I'm gonna say you like take a wrench. It's a pretty common trick to use, but it's like a little padlock. You put one of the prongs of the wrench through. You brace it with your hand, and you just kind of like jam it forward, and it just pops right
All right. So, um, is there maintenance looking attire?
Yeah, there's like a jumpsuit that for maintenance. It looks pretty dirty, grimy.
Yeah,
Like this dude does his job every day, and he gets into it. Um,
perfect.
he does have a little key card on it, so that would probably might allow you access to the door.
Yeah, so he'll put all that on and grab the tool box, whatever tools are there, make sure they're inside, um, and probably like stick a bottle of um, WD-40 in his pocket or something like that. He is going to try and hide his clothes though. Like he's not putting them back in the locker. He's going to try and hide them in a box or something in there and close the locker and try his best to try to make it look like the lock is still on there.
All right, absolutely.
And then he's going to head up. Well, actually, he'd be curious to see if that key card would get him
Into the
further
basement.
down. Yeah.
I mean, so it's you utilizing it on the door. The B1 door would open for it.
Okay. And B1 door, if I heard you correctly, just goes to a stairwell that only goes up. Did I hear that? Is that
No,
wrong?
so like there's the stairwell for uh the general stairwell that led you to B1, like
Right.
the first floor for the basement like it doesn't go any deeper than this. So you
Right.
have to go through this door to get further down. But when
Okay.
like you don't know what was on the side of the door, it's a solid metal door. So opening it will like you'll see into the room that's there if you go forward.
Yeah, that's what he would do. I mean, because he's assuming that basically, because there's sometimes stairs that'll go to a door, and then you actually have to go maybe across the hall or down the hall to go further down. It's just the way that some big buildings break up.
Right, now I understand. Um, going like opening the door and proceeding inside, you would see that the like it looks kind of like a computer esque room. Like there's a few different computer terminals you could sit at and look at into. There's nobody here, but it's generally darker. It looks like nobody like it's people are off in this area, I guess. So the lights are off. You see like the glow of two of the screensavers lighting the room. There is another door out, uh, and there is a little observation window that like kind of looks outwards. Um, if you want
Okay.
to look there.
So, I mean, the first thing he would do is just kind of wiggle the mouse to get the screensaver off to see if it puts into a login screen and if it's accepting a password or a key card.
It is accepting a key card, and you would see like when you wiggle the mouse, it pops up. It's for do do do. Oh, I didn't give the doctor a name. It's for unnamed doctor number one.
All
Um,
right.
but it's password and then key card. Like
Yeah. So
if you
dual authentication.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, he would see that and he'd be like, okay, well, so he'd go look at the observation window.
So through the observation window, it's completely dark except it's lit by like an eerie glow. Like you can't really tell from your angle, your vantage point, but it's just like this eerie glow, and um it looks like to be foliage outside the window.
Okay. And you said there was one other door in here.
Yeah,
Does that door look like it gets into that area?
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, he ain't fucking going in there. He don't know what the hell's in there. So he would go back to the elevator and take it. He'd probably go floor by floor because he has no idea where they're at. So he'd probably just take it up a floor. Um, but there's only two elevators, right?
Yeah,
So
that you know of.
yeah. Now, does both elevators go to the basement one?
It, that you assume. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like because you said I can see where the elevator is on the
Oh
basement
yeah,
floor.
no, you see the two different elevator doors.
Okay.
Like they're there.
And are these elevators ones that on the outside, you know how they tell you where the elevator is, where like where it's currently at? So when you press the button, you know how long it's going to take to get to you. So some older ones will have a light that goes like ding for one, then two, then three, and some of them will
Oh,
have a digital.
yeah, no, this just has an arrow on it.
Okay, so up or down. Okay, yeah. So then yeah, he'll just do that. He'll go up a floor.
All right. Coming back to the other party members. Um, you guys, what are you doing?
Oh, aren't we going to observation room? Observation floor. Sorry.
All right. So you're going to observation floor.
Why not?
All right. So you guys you're in the elevator. You see Nick lick this cup clean in a
Do you
disturbing.
pick it back up and start licking it again?
No, like he like that. He did this when you guys got. Like he's just like pop top. He's like threw it to the side.
I was
Jesus.
hoping he'd pick it back up and just be like, I left something in there.
There's a smallest minuscule amount of pudding in the bottom left hand corner. His tongue just kind of like extends further than it should. Just
Okay,
laps it
all
up.
Ugh. Poor Adrian. Adrian is having a reverse boner. Just like vagina's clamped shut, just thrown itself. Like, no. Dry as the desert, which has my name on it.
I hate you.
I am from the desert. Mwah.
Anyway, so as you guys are going down, for the sake of story, I'm gonna say observation rooms are on floor one. Where
You are very quiet right now.
Yeah.
for the sake of, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. For the sake of story, I'm going to say that the observation rooms are on floor one,
All right.
which is different from the lobby floor.
Because magic.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
no, the lobby is marked as L on the elevator.
Oh, got it.
so-
Got it. It's
Wow.
not necessarily floor one.
Right.
Apparently, this takes place in DC, where
That's where I got the schematics from. Yay!
Hell yeah.
What DC was supposed to be.
right.
So as you guys are heading down, the doors kind of ding open, and you're greeted with like the same kind of familiar sight that I just described to Cory. Like there's just weird like long white hallway, door at the other end. It's kind of left like half opened. Looks like just pipes and maintenance ish stuff in there, and then there's the door with the key card.
We have key cards. So, we have key cards, so we'll use them, right? We try them. We try them. Doesn't mean that they work, right?
Yeah. As you walk towards the door to utilize your key card, you do hear the elevator ding just behind you. You guys turn around and see who it is.
Yes.
It's James! Yay!
Dude, I thought you were running out of the building.
No, I was going to go get it to Scott, and then he kind of notices you guys have like lab outfits, and he's like, "Where the hell did you get those?
On the fourth floor.
You beat up fucking scientists and stole their shit?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
No,
That's a
no, we didn't
huge
beat up
Why
assumption.
would you
anybody. What are
assume
you
that?
talking
They
about?
were
This
just
is
There's no
laying
way.
we're
around.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
we
yeah, it happened,
kindly
but
just convinced them.
You
right.
could have just looked for a locker
Wait,
room.
you beat up a maintenance man?
I probably wouldn't
No,
beat up a
Yeah,
man.
exactly, dude.
I found a locker in the maintenance area that had clothes. That's
How do you
why
know we didn't get to find a locker?
I
Okay,
Why
mean,
you
that-
assume that we beat up people?
because last time I saw you two, she had a dead fucking head in her arms. So I just assume.
What?
Not a person, but a monster creature thing.
whoa, 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 whoa! We're gonna come back to that right there, okay? Because that's important information. You should probably share with people when you meet in a police station. Like, hey, when we
Did
all
you-
met, I had a
whoa.
head and an arm.
It's
Like,
not
Did you
that big a
not
deal.
know
Don't worry
that?
about it, man.
Did you not
it's a
know
little
about
bit of
the-
a big of a deal. Okay.
Did you not know about the
No,
creature monster?
no.
How did you?
No
Wait,
one
wait,
said
wait,
anything
wait,
about
wait.
monsters.
How did the big bad Scion not know about the goopy oopy shadow figure creature that was out in the fog?
There was a goopy oopy. Because I was busy saving lives in the fog. I don't know about you guys, but apparently you have collected a head and an arm. I was busy protecting people, not doing whatever the hell you were doing. But
We
I feel like
maybe
I feel
were
like
protecting
that's
people.
I feel
Maybe
like that's a
we don't remember.
generally a good
What?
thing to discuss when we're going to investigate fog. Hey, in the fog we were investigating, we found a giant goopy oopy.
If you
monster
okay, so what
creature.
were you protecting people from in the fog, if not these monsters? Riddle me this.
Themselves, because
From themselves.
it was
okay.
a 50-50 reaction. Maybe not what you guys happened, but
I don't
Did you
mean
say
to,
mosquitoes?
I don't mean to interrupt, but I feel like we don't have a lot of time to not be caught, right? Like there's got to be an alarm going off somewhere with the people whose outfits you guys got, or if the maintenance man comes to work and sees that I got his shit, and he's kind of looking at your outfit. Do you have a key card?
oh, is he talking to me?
No, Marina.
Yes.
I was pointing at her on my screen, and I don't know why I didn't think that she can't see that.
Yeah,
So, but-
yes. I do have a key card, but I also don't think there's any alarms going off anywhere. The
Well,
place where the floor we went to was actually pretty peaceful. It was just a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, but when they wake up, right? Like, so that doesn't. It's not here or there. That's not what I'm at. What is the name of it? So there's computers downstairs that are locked up. You guys are really good at like finding information, right? So if there's a doctor something, and then there was like a room I couldn't see in, but it was kind of weird and glowy.
What?
Wait, there's a glowy room.
There was a
Yeah.
doctor?
Yes, hold on.
You
There is
killed
a
a
ru-
doctor for the maintenance outfit? Is that what I'm
No,
doing?
no. Special research doctor
Oh.
number 1.
And he was judging
His
us.
computer is downstairs, logged in. Well, not logged in, but locked, but not turned off. It requires a key card and a password. So
Aren't you the tech guy?
I don't. So here's how it works. If you can hack a password, that's great, right? But if it requires a second authentication method, so a password is what you know, a key card is what you have. I don't have that key card. You cannot. Well, I guess you can't actually technically hack the key card part, but I don't have the tools for that. I'd have to go back to my. So he goes on a little bit of rant. That's not the point. Look at the badge, and does it say Special Research Doctor number 1?
I don't know. Does it say special research doctor number 1?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
He didn't
So
walk through the door.
Yeah, Nick's just going to follow Adrian walking through the door.
I'm gonna follow them.
okay, so what's the game plan now then?
Well, we
No.
are
Observe.
at the observation room, so we're going to see what's being observed. We're going to observe the observers.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a meta.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
So as you guys walk in, the hallway is it's like a straight shot. There are like doors every like 10, 15 feet on the right and left. They are faced directly across from each other. Um, the walls, uh, before when you're upstairs on floor 4, they were all like drywall and cubicle walls. Um, and these are like floor to ceiling, the same marble that you saw out front. Like this is like heavy duty like walls.
Hmm.
So as you're walking through, what are you guys doing?
You said it's just marble walls, but no windows.
Nope, no windows.
And
There's a
it's just a
door
long
there.
hallway?
It's a long hallway, and the door to get in, like, there's probably like 7 or 8 doors on either side that are going all the way down.
Everybody pick a door and pray for the best.
Are you really going to fully separate the party?
I mean, I'm just hoping that there's just like one room per each. That this is like, so this is the crazy person room. This is the ice person's room. This is the person who turns into fire room.
Girl,
It's
this
just
is
No,
the
I don't
X-Men.
know. It's the observation rooms. I don't.
It's a damn X mansion, apparently.
uh, well, let's just go room by room, see what's in them, and if there's something dangerous, we deal
We
with it.
run Scooby Doo style as we've done
Yeah.
before.
All right. So going into your first room, you would notice that it is is as you walk in, it's giant, like split in half. Like the room is probably it's the observation area. It's probably I'm gonna say like a good 7 by 4 room. It's kind of cramped, but it's only for like 1 to 2 observers at a time that you see because there's only 2 chairs. There's a computer on either side, and there is a giant window that looks in. It is like dark, darkened. Like it looks. You know how 2-way mirrors work. Like if you flip the light, you can see on the inside. It's like that.
And we're on the Law and Order side.
Yeah,
And
you're you're on the lawyer side this
we're
time.
on the lawyer side. Dun dun.
So what would you guys like to do?
Turn on the light.
All right, so you turn on the light.
Everybody get your deep voice on.
All right.
Because then you're going to go, subject matter number 1. Do not press the button. Now, if you press the button, you will not die, but do not press the button.
Anyway, so as the light on the other side turns on and it's illuminated to you guys, you see a person in the corner shaking back and forth, kind of clawing at their arms. Blood is just kind of hand printed throughout the thing.
Oh,
One of the computers do pop on. This one doesn't need a security card. It just kind of pops on, and a little prompt pops up, and the prompt reads, "Execute action 1." Yes, no.
no, no, no actions. We're here to observe. I'm not taking actions. I will take a picture of the room though,
Okay.
because
Don't make
that's
me
some
do this,
shocking
Adrian.
shit. Don't what?
Don't make me do this.
Do not press that button.
Are
You know it's gonna. You know it's gonna be something horrible. You know it's gonna be something
I
horrible.
know it's going to be something
Are you gonna
horrible.
press it?
Don't press it. Please don't press it.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh God.
You press the button. All right, so you hit yes.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, Nick is just in the back, just watching at this point. He is not taking like he's just like arms folded, watching you guys do your thing. So as you press the button, it takes about a minute or so, but you'll notice that fog starts to pour into the room,
Oh fuck.
and it's through the upper vents, and it just kind of like At first you don't realize it, and then a minute or so, like you just kind of see it crawling down the walls, and then hitting the floor, and kind of like as the sound, like it must be like a familiar sound of humming, hits the room. The person like on the like in the corner pops up, and they just kind of like feral on all fours, like go to the bed, flip it over, and like grab it by its legs and sling it up against the window. Like it hits the mirror and doesn't like there's no damage or anything, not even a scuff mark, but they just kind of like they're going crazy. And as the fog's going on, they just kind of like are ripping at their clothes. Blood is starting like they're starting to bleed, and yeah, that's what you see.
Oh.
Can I press another button? Can I stop phase number 1?
I mean, there is an abort action as it's like it slowly says loading on the thing.
Oh fuck.
Oh no,
There's-
we're going to let it load.
What? No, why?
All right, so
We
as,
need to see what happens.
Do we though?
as you let
You
it
want a career?
Oh my god, there are easier ways to get a career, but I am taking pictures though. Is the
as
thing?
you let it load to 100%, it gets harder and harder to see the subject. After about 75%, the screen prompts activate infrared vision. Would you like to?
Beep.
All right.
Oh, now you press the button.
Yeah, oh yeah,
So-
absolutely.
The room darkens on your side again, and a weird glow kind of lights the subject's body, and you can see them where they're at in the room by their body heat. What is weird about this is their body almost blends in 100% to the room. They are weirdly cold.
They're weirdly cold. They went crazy manic. Is there another button? What's on the screen?
It's still loading. I mean,
Still loading.
and
Hey,
as it slowly gets to 100%, it dings and it says enter observation notes for subject 1. And it has the date and everything else like waiting for input. You can
Yes.
read back through previous histories at this point as well.
Let's read back through previous histories.
All right. So, do you want to start at the beginning or the most the most recent observation?
How about you just start reading and we'll say when?
I was gonna say maybe the last one,
Alright.
just to not give you too much reading, because I
Alright.
feel like you probably wrote 5 pages of notes on this. We'll tell you if we need more.
So this is the most recent entry that you're reading, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Subject A has cannibalized subject B. Further testing not needed. Ferocity of subject A uncompromised.
Ferocity of subject A uncompromised. Okay, maybe then how about the first entry?
Yeah, let's.
The first entry, subject A and subject B seem to be responding to fog incorrectly. Instead of memory loss, shows increased signs of aggression and irritability.
I take a picture of the screen of that one. In fact, I take a picture of the screen of every single one of the entry logs.
You're gonna make me read them all eventually.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you wrote it. You.
Actually, yeah, that's right. You set yourself up for this. Were you gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna roulette this too"?
Whatever.
As
happens.
things have been going, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, so do you want me to keep going? I'm just gonna like shorthand it.
How many entries are there?
In this room?
Yeah, and just in this room, and we're gonna get the entries of every other room, so be fucking prepared.
Other rooms are locked.
Damn, Jacob.
There's a total of 5, so you have 3 more to go.
Oh, damn! 5? That's
What?
not that bad to read out loud.
Adrian.
You have such a sexy voice. Come on.
Ugh. Do not.
Entertain the viewers. I don't know if you saw the chat, but they're all requesting for,
Yeah.
you to do a
Let me put on my deep voice.
Ooh, yeah.
We should put
Subject
some sultry
A.
jazz in the background while you're reading.
Subject A ripped arm off of Subject B. Hoarding the arm to itself, it refused food and began to eat the arm. By the way, I'm
Okay.
going forward, so
Yeah.
this is the next entry after the first entry.
Okay.
Subject B tried to attack Subject A in sleep last night.
Mm-hmm.
Diminishing fog reserves at 75%. Irritability and aggression continue. And then for 3, because, oh no, we were at 2, 3. This is 4. So, because I was about to reread some shit. Oh, why did I not write on my cookie? Sorry, I mixed my notes up. So entry 4 is Subject A persist aggression will not stop.
And then we find out that
even without fog.
even without fog.
That's not a good.
No, and we found out that Subject A cannibalized Subject B, but when we came into the room, there was no fog.
Mhm.
And we're guessing is Subject A who's in there is scratching themselves up a storm. They're also really cold.
You turn into a Wendigo.
Oh, Adrian. Girl after my own heart.
Well, what?
First way to a woman's heart through her brain.
just mention cryptids.
That would make sense, actually. Huh. Interesting. Nick, what do you make of this?
I make that it is some sick things going down here, and we should get him to stop as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next room.
Sure.
Do we want to skip the rooms? Do we want to try maybe 1 or 2 more and then see what happens? At least 1 more?
Okay.
I'd say, Dan, if you want to just shorthand the rest of the rooms for us if nothing happens.
So shorthand, the other rooms are largely the same.
Okay.
There are 4 of them have just dead bodies in them.
Subject A ate Subject B and then ate itself.
Notes on the computer.
Very carefully.
Because you'll notice to run the test there has to be a live subject in the area that the computer picks up, and then it will automatically run on pretty much on autopilot to run different testing conditions based on the room that it's in. One of the rooms, the people are super. There's 4 people in one room, and they're just docile. They're just kind of walking around like they've been lobotomized. Like, just 2 people are standing in either corner, and they just kind of standing there,
right,
staring at nothing. The other 2 people are just kind of bumping into the wall over and over again, picking their nose, whatever. They have no motor skills. They're just blank, and it details that the fog had regressions of memory on them slowly, and through long-term exposure, they have receded or regressed further enough into their memories of a childlike state and are not able to progress forward anymore.
Okay.
Damn.
But that's all on that floor.
That's everything that's on that floor.
Wowzers.
All right. So now, maybe now we can go to the basement where James said that the computer was.
Yeah, James, did you want to try to get them to drag them to the basement?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's just at this point just following people. So if she mentions the basement, he's like, "Yeah, we can go to the elevator and press B1."
Yay! So excited.
Oh fuck!
I don't
We
know if I
shouldn't have
should be
done that.
scared. Yeah, with that reaction, I'm like, fuck, we're gonna die, aren't we?
All of these notes
Or
are
just from
for
the
the
basement?
for the basement.
Oh Jesus Christ!
We are gonna die. I was wondering, I was like, we haven't had a confrontation or any kind of battle yet in this game.
Oh, I mean,
And I know your battle, hey.
you'll be great. It'll be fun.
We have no crystal.
All right, you do have a Scion though, so you're.
Oh, that's true. And we have Bucket Master.
Oh, yeah,
That's,
yeah.
I'm gonna put that for your name next time. All right,
No,
Bucket
oh,
Bucket
God.
Master.
It's
love
bucket
it.
foo. All right.
All right. So as you
Way of
guys,
the broom.
you get into the elevator and you hit B1, you go down, pretty much unimpeded, but the door does ding on the lobby entrance. So as you're going down, because you're like kind of like technically you're on floor 2, but you're
Right,
like coming down, you hit lobby and it opens. Like you're like, oh shit. So everybody's kind of like keyed up for a fight. It is guards. And as they're sitting there, like Nick kind of like freaks out. He's like, uh, and he's like, he's just kind of like his face
Just
like
whip it
kind of
out, dude. Whip it out.
his face kind of goes from confusion to like darting back and forth towards you all, and then he just kind of like sighs. He's like, well, you ladies and gentlemen have a good time and don't touch anything. And then he just Spartan kicks the fucking guard out. He's like, I'll buy you as much time as possible.
No,
Oh,
Just
no,
finish
don't
up. And then he walks out of the elevator and it dings behind him. And it's like as it's closed, and he's like, well, who wants to die first? And then like out of like through the closing of the doors, you see like this like his hand glow a bright like yellow color, and he's like, "You're lucky number one." And then he like is gone, just disappears.
I thought you said we were gonna have the Scion with us.
Well, fuck.
I'm sorry. On the notes it says Nick fights guards.
You
Okay.
didn't even look at your notes, you liar.
I wrote them.
Oh boy! All right, I did every. Oh fuck! I don't have my gun. I don't have the gun that I picked up and
It's
killed
just
three innocent
the
people with.
one gun. The gun I killed 3 people with.
No guns. We have a camera.
So as you James has mace in his pocket.
Oh yes, yes. James has mace.
The non-combat character has mace. So as you guys get down to the basement 1 floor, the doors open. Same scene that you guys saw from earlier. James, exactly the same. It doesn't look like it's been disturbed at all. So as it opens, you guys can walk on out. What do you
We
guys
go
do?
out.
Yeah. So you just keep going straight through the door.
All right, James. Where was this computer?
I mean, he would show them to the computer, but it doesn't matter if we don't have a key card, then the computer doesn't mean anything. The other thing would be the window, and he points at the green glowy window.
To get into wait. So there's a computer. The computer gives us access into that room?
No, so there's a computer that I just happened to look at that I figured might have information because I thought the whole point of us coming here was to gather information about the place to see what's going on, not kill innocent. Well, I guess we didn't kill innocent people if they were already dead potentially. I don't know. I didn't click the button. But there's a door over there. There's a window right there, and then there's computers that we don't have any need for since none of us have key cards that work in them.
We have a key card. Can't you find a way to, like, code this key card or any of the key or the key card that?
That's actually a brilliant idea. If I had a computer that had internet access that was able to log into, we didn't prepare for any of this, so no.
I tried the key card.
Does it work? Does your key card work?
It just pops up a different name from the doctor that's
Ah,
on
well.
there.
Oh fuck.
Like
Might as
it,
well
Anyway,
try.
it'll pretty much instantaneously changes the login, like from the doctor that was on there to the doctor to the scientist key card you have. It pops up asking for their password.
Oh, well, there's a password.
there you go. Can you crack this password?
Sure. So he'll sit down and just start typing random keys.
You're just gonna start typing random passwords.
Yeah. Well, okay. Out of character, I'm an IT guy with a background in information system security, and so I'm bringing that into the game in the sense that he knows enough to know that you need shit to hack into shit, and like he didn't bring a decrypting device
Right. No.
or
All right. So you get three entries in and it locks you out.
exactly. So he's
Uh,
like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we go get the people that you got the key card from, we could interrogate them and get their password, or see if the door just opens. I don't know if the door is locked. I didn't try it because it's creepy.
Did you try password?
Yeah, password one, and then password two, and it locked out. We can
That's
wait 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes probably, depending on their security system, and it'll unlock.
Well, I don't think we're gonna be able to go back upstairs anytime soon. So we should probably just investigate what else is here first.
There's two doors. There's one door, and then there's the green creepy room.
I mean, it's glowing, like ambiently through the window that you can see.
Does it
Hey,
look
that
like the
sucks.
fog?
No, you see no fog in it.
Okay. So,
Have
but
we
there's a
tried
door
the-
to the left.
I mean, yeah, like there's like when the door you entered from, and then opposed from it on the other side of the room is a door exiting into the dark, glowy
Yeah.
room.
I didn't try
okay.
that door, so I don't know if that door is locked. But I'm not walking into a room I don't know what's in there.
I'm gonna look at Adrian. Hey, Adrian, you ready
Yeah.
to tackle this bitch?
We-
I'll carry you this time. I'm gonna just like run towards the door. And
Okay.
when I get there, just stop and turn the handle.
Yeah, it opens. There's like not even a key card access room. It just opens.
the
But
broom
as it
closet.
opens, you get hit in the face with like humid air. Like it's very humid, like in here.
Hey, it's the Amazon. Taka, 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 taka. No, it's not. Okay. I was hoping. I was like, birds of paradise and like banana and coconut. No. A girl can wish. Okay.
It's the
Alright, well-
beach scene or beach episode from every show
Eh.
ever.
Okay, fine. You're right. Okay, like it would be like pineapple and
All right,
mango
so you guys are moving into the room, right?
What is the film?
into the very, very humid room, and I go,
Ooh.
God damn it, we teletransported to Florida.
It's dark for one, but as you're walking, you do see like glowing lights every so often. Um, as you keep walking out, uh, um, no, I'll just give it to you because this is pointless rolls. So as you're walking out, like you would know that like like all three of you came out at the same time, right?
I, I'll be honest. I don't think James is gonna
You're
follow
you're not coming out.
them. Yeah,
All right.
I think he's gonna like wait in that room and just be like, they are
Oh.
gonna die.
Okay. All right. So the door closes and you're left in the room as Adrian and Marina go out.
Marina. I
Ooh.
forgot my name too.
I was like, because I looked down, I was like, oh, Mitch. No, that's not it.
Holy
Um, I'm looking at the
Our
profile,
overlords are
right?
coming down.
So, little Mitch is here. Even when he's not here, he's here. So you put that away. That is
Yes, sir.
That is
Oh God.
dangerous.
Oh, sorry, little Mitch.
So as you guys are walking, you get to a certain point and you can't really see the path in front of you. You see like it back further on the other side of whatever the hell you're in now. It's kind of like this, like more glowing things. But as you step on this path, uh, it's weird because it starts to glow where you step, and then unfurling from like almost from the motion of your step or the weight, uh, are like these weird flower type things. They just kind of like either bloom in your presence or they unfurl upwards or something like that. But as they open, they produce light, and as one opens, another opens, and then another one, and another, and it reaches all the way throughout the room. So the room is now fully lit up by bioluminescent light.
Hey, Adrian, you want to move in here?
Uh,
It's so
I mean,
pretty.
yeah. I mean, I've picture. You know what I'm about at this point.
What else do we see in this room? So we have bioluminescent floors. It's the entire. You said the entire room is lit up like this. So like walls, ceilings, also.
No, but the entire room is lit up by the like it's probably to your how you said you're 5'11"?
Yeah, 5'11" and 6 feet tall.
Yeah, so it's probably about like right to your hip that like it just spreads out from like the foliage is there, and
That's huge.
it's pretty tall. Like
Yeah.
there's some trees and things in here too. You're noticing like as you look upwards, the roof is like the ceiling is like super like up there. You can't even really see it because there's no real lighting here. Um,
Huh.
but strange, like if you stare at it long enough, you will realize there's no lights. It's all just the foliage that lights everything up. There are some like actual trees though that are in here.
Wow. So it's a big room. It's like a
Yeah, no,
big area.
it's a huge room. Like
Huge.
it looks as if like the as Deadless Enterprises probably purchased like the basement level of the two the surrounding buildings and just utilized it all.
Wow. Can we hear anything?
Um, yeah, like there's oddly like a mechanical sound, like it's just kind of like a very like increasing like a sucking noise, like
Huh. Uh-huh.
Probably
Um,
pushing air into the room or something, or taking air out.
right. Can we smell anything?
it's like you ever walk through a really humid forest on a hot ass day. It's like that. Like you smells the grass and decomposing matter that's subfusing the air that's making this. Most of it is fungus, honestly, but
Right.
you're making that grow.
Why don't we take some samples of this?
That's on you. I'm picture stuffing.
My samples are through my lens.
Yes,
All
exactly.
right. So give me a you're gonna give me two roles,
Uh-huh.
Ariana. First is gonna be an academics. You can pick your own whatever path you want. And the second one is going to be based on whatever you go in the first one. So you know
I'll go with academics and intellect.
that works.
If
Uh,
you if you find any fun mushrooms, make sure to grab like double samples.
Jacob,
Oh
give
crap! They
me
already took all of our drugs from last time.
Oh.
Give me a mm,
Mm-hmm.
give me a science plus intellect,
Science
or
plus what?
or
Intellect.
you can choose your path. A science plus something.
All right. Well, I'm gonna choose cunning.
You
I'll
got two.
have a single dot in science, so that's gonna be a 1.
All right, awesome. Um,
Oh, wait, what?
so
Oh, crap.
Jacob got one.
No, I
So
no 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 no. One success. One success. One success.
oh, okay.
Ah,
I was
I, I
like,
forgot. I forgot how this system worked for a second.
well,
I was like, you.
cue
Yeah.
the
I just go
combat.
like, yeah, I'd
No.
probably get high off this. Crunch. Like,
What? And death.
Right, no, Marina. Adrian's trying to fight you now.
What?
You're a giant monster.
Uh,
So we'll start with Aria. You got two. As you're going to collect some samples, you notice something odd. The ground's not even. It looks like so. You're like, well, how? Like maybe they're transporting the soil and they're just throwing it in like in lumps or something. But as you inspect further, you're kind of moving things about. Um, that's a human arm.
I knew it.
God damn it.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be something like that, or it's like, oh no, the entire floor is flesh. Like you're just on the back of a giant suffering baby or something.
And Jacob, you realize that that is you kind of put two and two together. That's a ventilator sound
Right.
that you've heard in
Oh.
hospitals. Oddly enough,
Mhm.
um, so uh, give me both of you give me a medicine plus whatever path you want.
Medicine,
Fuck. What's the?
cunning.
Yeah, cunning. That's...
Oh God, why?
Ooh. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 successes for me.
Oh, all right.
Uno, dos, tres. I got 3.
All right. So, uh, Jacob, with yours, this is very clearly medicine equipment, and you can like with your camera lens. I'm gonna say like you with from being a reporter and being good at your job, you can afford infrared stuff. So like you follow the ventilator tube, and it comes down and it splits into four, and you see it go into the ground, where you can see these lumps of dirt like rise and fall, rise and fall.
I
I
think
don't want to move here anymore.
you might have been right about the baby thing.
I know.
Um, Ariana, with your successes, you do indeed see that this body is still alive. Uncovering it, like you're pushing the dirt off of it. Um, you see like these mushrooms are growing from living people. They are alive in a comatose state with these with foliage growing out of them.
I no longer want to take these magic mushrooms.
No, no, no. Are we standing on
No, you're on a pathway,
them? Oh, thank Jesus.
but you are surrounded by them.
Wait, can we go to the tree?
Yeah, sure. You can guys make your way to the trees.
What's on the tree? Because if it's just like foliage growing on people, what's the tree growing on? What's the
As
what's the
with your
Who is
success with your successes, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna like make you guys roll for anything. You'll see that the tree is like gnarled and twisted bark is just kind of wrapped around these faces that look aged. Like they look like they've been here for a while. Like their faces are kind like these might have been the first people that have come through here. Their faces are like twisted and gnarled in kind of like a horror kind of standpoint, just like they were alive and felt the pain of this tree utilizing them from nutrients. but there's not just one. Like it's multiple people. It's like four or five in these three trees, and the trees, their roots are like braided together as it goes onward into the foliage of bodies that you have seen, and you, as like you trace the roots down and follow them into the sea of living bodies, you see that some here or there the root of the tree pierces a body and is now utilizing that for nutrients. And like through your successes you guys got, I'll give it to you. Like you'll see like the light from those mushrooms and foliage growing out of that body, wherever a root is growing, is is dimmer than it would be otherwise. But yeah,
So the light is being given out by the bodies of. Has nobody noticed these thousands of people missing? What the fuck? Like, what the hell have we stumbled upon, Adrian?
some of these
Click, click,
bodies,
click, 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 click.
some of these bodies look old, like old. Like this is looks like it's been happening for a while for a room this size to be built up.
Adrian, honey, you're gonna want to take that memory card and hide it in your panties or something.
Uh,
But lo and behold, yeah, the sprinkler system turns on, and
Please tell me it's just water. Is it just water?
as it starts spraying, you can't really tell. The light doesn't really, won't really allow it. Like you can see your skin getting wet, but you can't really tell the difference between shades and the light given off.
Good.
Um,
It's
as
blood. Gotta be fucking blood.
as the liquid hits the plants are immediately start to give off a fog-like residue.
Hey, I don't like this room anymore.
You guys are all the way on the other side, away from the office that you came in. You can run
fuck
through,
you.
or you can
No.
go through the door down to B2.
Oh,
Room to B2, room to B2, room to
I
B2.
guess we're going to
Because
B2.
if we run across the hall, we're gonna breathe in more of this fog, which means we're probably gonna end up like one of these plant people.
Or eating each other.
I mean, I was planning on doing that
Yeah,
anyway.
not in the fun mode.
B2, B2.
All right, James, I will give you a chance to rejoin the party if you want. If you want to like see this and you see your friends running, would you want to run after them or would you just want to try to leave?
I'll be honest. James is pretty sure they're dead or gonna die, and being the fact that we came in here, he's thinking, we're unprepared, we're basic, people. You got a reporter, a camera woman, and a tech dude, and the Scion that was going to protect them is no longer in existence in this, whatever is going on. So he's going to try to basically blend out and leave and go home.
All right. Um, so James will go to the elevator, right? Or would you want to use the
Uh,
stairs?
he'd probably use the stairs,
Okay.
knowing that the elevator was last used to beat some guards.
I assume that you want to change back into your regular clothes.
So he would think twice about that and think, okay, let me take the clothes and take the box, and if anyone asks him, he's saying, oh, I've got to go outside and fix, a sprinkler or something maintenancey.
All right. So um yeah, no, you go upstairs. As you walk up to the top of the stairs, you crest the top. You're you're not like the scene that you thought that had happened, like when you saw Nick kick the guard, um, and then do some magical shit. You thought you'd be walking into a lot more wreckage, but there's really nothing. Like there's a scuff mark here or there, and like a toppled plant, but there's no bodies. There's no nothing. You do see Nick kind of at the desk, like looking up, like, where are the other two?
What do you mean? Where are the other two? Where the hell are you?
I'm securing your exit. Where are the other two?
They went in a room with the glowing light.
You, why did you not stick together? And he's just like, all right, well, the door's there. Nobody's watching you. You better get out of here before anybody else shows up. I have backup coming, so
That okay? That sounds like something that should have been done before we came in here. But
I appreciate your help, sir. Um, thanks for tagging along for the adventure.
okay, yeah. He's like fucking scions.
Um, yeah. So, sorry, yeah. Anyway, um, back to you two. You ran down to B2, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you run down to B2, there is a door. It has a key card. Your key card that you have doesn't work. Looking behind you, there is some fog rolling down the stairs. It's slower than you saw before, like even in the observation rooms. You can either try to like beat the door down if you want. Give
We
it the
have two
old.
key cards. Neither of the key cards work. We have fog behind us. How strong is this door?
It looks like a standard door, really. Like it. It's not like a solid metal door.
Right. Is there anything around us like a metal pole
There's a
or
fire
Hey.
extinguisher.
That works.
grab the fire extinguisher, slam in the handle?
Yep.
All right. So you guys are slamming. You slam on the handle, and it starts to loosen up slowly. Eventually, it just gives way and falls off. You hear it plop from the other side. Apparently, they thought if you got this far, you deserve to be here. Whatever. They lightened up on security. Uh, the door kind of like can't open, and yeah. Do you guys walk inside?
We got no options.
Yeah, I'd rather not be.
We're taking that fire extinguisher with us, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So as you go in,
We got this. We can survive.
We're
I
gonna
have
fucking
a
do it.
I have a separate section for this one.
Adrian,
We got this.
we can survive.
Fucking survived
You
everything else.
are the queen of buckets. I tackle scions together.
We're unstoppable.
We are.
As you guys get to the room, you enter and there are three gurneys on either side. It is lit dimly through the light of various um various medical equipment and computer screens that are like on screensaver mode. Like as you keep going,
Mhm.
like I said, there's various just things just laying around that are giving off ambient light. There are bodies that are covered with sheets over them, and there is a uh, weird, really, really, really weird. Out of everything in the room, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Um, it is a giant obsidian colored archway, and on the other side of it is a tube that is giving off the most light in the room. And that sucking noise from the ventilators that you heard earlier, Jacob, that is all around you. Very loud.
We see gurneys with bodies
Yep.
covered, and then we see this obsidian tube, obsidian arch with a tube that's.
So in the on the obsidian arch, it looks like the obsidian arch is like a few feet away from it. And like the room is very much a circular room. So as you're going in, it's a circular room. There's six gurneys, three on each side. Each of them have their own little medical equipment set up to it. They have ventilators that are like the chest is pumping on them. And then in the back of the obsidian archway is a tube that has like it's got this glowing light that's just kind of ambient pouring out of it. It's super cold in here, by the way, as you guys walked in. Like, see your breath cold.
Okay. Can I go, or can we go up to one of the bodies? Maybe take the shroud off the body, see what it looks like.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Both give me a dodge roll. No.
And it jumped out at us.
Uh, well, we should have expected this.
give me an integrity plus composure roll.
Integrity plus composure.
Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't already been jumped on. Like, to be honest.
Oh,
like-
he's saving it. Does this have anything to do with identity?
Ooh.
It does not.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, how about sacred rights?
I'll give it
There's
to you.
What?
I'll give it to you.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, no, that's not an extra die. That's just an extra success at the end, right?
It's an enhancement.
Integrity. I'm a very stubborn lady when it comes to my integrity.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Okay. Okay. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
All right.
No, that's 5. 4.
All right. So you got 4, and Jacob, you got 3. So you see it. You have this instantaneously like gag reflex upon seeing this thing. It's a body. Its body is heavily modified with like different pieces of machinery bits, and it has tubes running from it to the machines that are around it. It's breathing because of the machine. Um, the uh, the integrity roll was to see if you guys vomited or not.
Oh.
You
Yeah, I
managed
don't
to
bottom on myself this time.
you manage to choke back the vomit in your mouth as you see this thing, and it's like sickly pale and skinny. Like it had like they're not feeding it. What you do realize is that you do see like a white arid substance instead of air going into its lungs. That's what's being pumped into this thing.
The light thing, or
Like
just
no,
this,
like so
white
through the
air.
through the ventilator tube. It would be a clear tube
Right.
because it's regular oxygen. This
Right.
is like it looks like the fog
Right.
that they're pumping directly into it. Um, and like I said, like it has its rib cage is pretty much like the skin around like in its rib cage is open. Um, there's no major organs in here, and like it's just various like pieces of machinery bits.
Oh my god, I'm about to hold on. Okay,
What?
I'm about to potentially do something gross.
I already took pictures, so go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. Is there any like solid metal part in this creature?
I mean, it's got solid metal running all through it. Yeah.
Can I rip off a solid metal part, like a rib, or
Are you
like
trying to like rip like to kill it, or are you trying to like injure it?
neither? I'm trying to get a weapon.
I mean, there's other like you don't have to rip it off of the. You could look around the room, woman.
You
Okay.
have a fire extinguisher.
Like
What else is there around the room? Are there weapons?
yes,
Okay, I'll take a weapon.
there's like scalpels and shit.
Okay, I was gonna go with the IV line, because you can like strangle
let
somebody.
me
Like,
let me
use
rip
my
this dude's
garage.
metal rib out to use that, but let me not use this surgical instrument meant for cutting. God.
Hey, you give me a problem, I look for a solution to that problem.
If you are like really looking for a weapon, there are a few. Are you like does Marina know about like guns a lot?
I have 2 in firearm.
Okay, so there are some heavily modified assault rifles next to the big glowing tube.
Oh fuck! Let's go. I'm gonna grab a big. I'm gonna also grab that IV line because you know what? I enjoyed that idea. I like that idea.
All right, so I'll give you both. As you walk towards the the tube at the end, the archway starts to respond. Um, like you get to the gun and everything, but the archway starts to have these weird red runes run up the side of it. Yeah. So what are you doing? Are you gonna
Oh,
look inside the tube?
you'd like
Inside.
that, wouldn't you?
um, what is it? Is it like a? Is it like so a tube that's standing like this, or is it like a tube where
It's
like I can look into the tube?
it's a yeah. You can look into the tube, but it's like you'll have to climb up on the base of the structure. Like it's a
Fuck
tube standing
that.
like kind of tilted back.
Okay, I'm dumb, but I'm
Oh,
not that dumb.
you don't-
So, you say there's certain medical instruments.
Hmm.
You said there's a scalpel. Is there something that's reflective?
Yeah. That like I'll like one of the trays that they lay all the stuff out on. You can grab that. It's
Perfect.
gonna
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna grab a tray.
I mean, you could also use the camera.
Wait, there's a camera?
I use the camera.
All right. So as Adrian kind of like just stands on her tiptoes and like peers like puts the camera up against the thing and takes the pictures, pulling it back down and looking at them, you will see it is a woman about 6'1", 6'2", long flowing blonde hair, like over her body, heavily modified as anything, but she looks healthy. She looks like she's been fed. They're like instead of just one ventilator tube going in with fog, it looks like she has like six or seven that you can see in the picture that are just going into her body. Um, she looks like I said, she looks healthy. She looks fine. And that's what you see. She looks sleepy,
I'm
like
actually
peacefully.
gonna run towards the tube and peer down, like, hey! Are you okay? Do you need help?
Oh, she gonna kill us.
Oh, you're trying to wake her up.
She's
Mm.
asleep.
This is weird Geneva lady.
Oh no, I have to pee.
So do
What
I.
the
I've had to pee for like the last like half an hour, really bad.
Nailed it.
I've,
Okay.
I've
As
drank
soon
like
as we
a bunch
got
of
into the room, can we take like a Twitch break?
Yeah, can you
Uh, yeah.
throw
Can we
them
take
ads
a
up
Twitch
real
break
quick?
real quick?
Yeah, this is like intermission.
Like well, there's only like 10 minutes left. I'll power through if you can.
We'll survive.
Yeah.
We'll survive the mass slaughter.
Um, so as you peer into this tube and you're banging on it, you're like, "Are you okay?" You see that she does start to stir a little bit. You're not really sure what's going on, but you see that she does start to stir. So what are you doing now?
Uh, I'm gonna actually stick my like. Is she reachable? Can I reach her?
Oh no.
No, there's like it's a solid metal tube with a little plexiglass
Oh, so it's like a
shielding it.
window. Got it. Yeah. No, so I'm yelling at her like, hey, and like shaking around or like trying to
Oh
shake the
god.
tube or whatever.
Yeah, so as that happens, yeah, Nick's going to come in the room. He's going to yell at you to get the fuck down from there. It's like, what are you doing? Get down! Oh my! And he's looking at the gate. Oh no, no, this is this this shouldn't be here at
She's
all.
alive. She needs
Oh my!
help.
They're all alive, and are you looking back down to the tube?
Yes.
Her eyes are open now, just staring at you. Like, but they're not. They don't look like regular, like your and Adrian's eyes. Like, they're all black. And she just kind of puts her hand on the thing, and like her fingernails drag down. Um. uh,
Never mind. Bitch ain't alive.
yeah.
I changed my
So
mind. Please die.
give me a leadership roll real quick. You choose the path.
Cunning.
Sure.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, six.
All
Holy
right.
shit! I got 2 10s. Actually, no, 3 10s because I got to re-roll twice.
Oh shit.
All right. So, with a roll that well, you're not sure why you didn't realize it before from the pictures or seeing her sleeping. Maybe it's because now that she's open. This is one of the people from your reporter squad. This is a girl named Sarah that was part of your team that got sent into the city to investigate. And all you hear her like is a growly tone is Marina, and then just you hear like you feel a concussive blast push you off the side of the tube, and sends you like sailing through the air. Um, you still have the gun in your hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Nick's going
I
to
don't.
like Nick's going to like be right by your side, helping you up, and he's like, "Start running towards the door now."
But the
And
fog.
Where's Adrian?
Adrian
Going-
didn't get thrown across the floor.
Oh, okay. But just gotta make sure that Adrian's coming too.
So
Come
as
on.
you guys are running, the door flips off of this thing, and Nick is already like going at it, like about to punch it, and like you hear like concussive blast, and you see him fly back, but he flies back into the archway, and the archway kind of crumbles back. He gets up like nothing happened. He kind of dusts himself up. He's like, "Well, one thing dealt with already." And then he'll pick a gurney up and sling it towards your reporter friend, and it slams
There.
into her. Like it slams into her, and like he runs by. As he's running by, he picks you both up, and he's like, rest your head on my chest now, now,
Okay.
and he takes off, and as he's running, you kind of can make out the him telling you to keep your eyes closed. Um, are you closing your eyes? Or are you keeping them open?
For the fuck, I'm not closing
them
my eyes.
open.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Alright.
exactly. Bitch, we're reporters.
Your brain can't comprehend the amount of things you're seeing right now. How fast he's moving, if for one, it hurts your eyes to keep them open. So you're both going to take an injury stat or a bruise status.
Okay.
Ouchie.
And you're going to take two because one, you get whiplash from him moving
Wait.
so fast.
I thought we had our heads up against his chest.
You do, but he has to maneuver through the building.
Got it. So no matter what, like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
So if you were trying to keep your neck straight up, I would have made you roll to see if you broke your neck or not.
Ha.
I swear we survived this game by like millimeters.
Yeah. So as you guys run out, like blows out of the building, like as your eyes are still open, like you kind of feel a shockwave come from him, and then you hear I guess you would feel the shards of glass hitting your skin as you're exiting the building. Like he blew out the window of the building, and as he gets there, he sets you both down. And there is a woman and another larger figure. Like you guys are still kind of reeling from whatever just happened. I don't know like if James stuck around or not, but there's like now a line like police like that are surrounding the building.
Oh fuck, we're gonna get arrested again.
We didn't do it this time, so we never did it.
But as you guys are kind of like collecting yourselves and like trying to process everything that happened, um, like you'll look up. Not only is it a woman that oh my god, she's fucking beautiful. You thought Nick was gorgeous. She exudes everything perfect in the world. Um,
I'm gonna start drooling.
and then there's X.
Oh, hey.
What's up, dude?
Uh, and
Nice
he looks a little worse for wear. And then he looks down to you two, and he's like, "Every time it's you two, I just."
Hell yeah.
and then
Hey, we're gonna be family soon.
and then so Nick would kind of stand in the middle of the two as they take this heroic pose, and the camera sets behind them, and X is like like, you overhear what's going on. X is like, what's happening? And he's like, oh well, just experiments on the living and things like that. They're using divinity to bring people back from the dead and control them. And he's like, oh, just the normal. And as like a something comes flying out of this building towards you guys. It's batted aside from something you don't understand, like you can't see, and you see this seven shadowy figures coming out of the broken
The
gateway.
Dirk.
Right, and yeah, that's where we end tonight.
Holy shit! Holy shit! That's where we start next week.
We're gonna.
Good thing we got backup.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they're
guys,
like, let's send in the humans, and they'll start the trouble.
but-
I wasn't expecting you to bang on the damn tube.
I mean, what did you want me to do?
Not bang on the tube.
We're just gonna sit here in the room and wait
Yeah.
until
Just
the fog goes
leave.
away.
That is a possibility.
Wasn't there
No,
fog?
we're gonna watch. Oh, we have all that string cheese. We can eat it while.
Oh my god, yes, we have string cheese and
You
chocolate
guys
pudding.
also have cell phones. You could have called people. Like, these mother- Anyway.
I already like my brother already hates me a little bit. Okay.
Anyway, guys. So this was our episode 2 of Scion, second edition, episode Daedalus Enterprises. I do hope that everybody enjoyed watching, and I definitely enjoyed running the game tonight. This was actually my first time running a game where nobody got into combat, so yay me!
Wait, by this much.
So we're gonna go by and start everybody off and say goodbye, and we'll get out of here. James, or Cory, sorry. Why don't you go ahead and say goodbye?
All right, Cory here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and thanks for I saw a one person sub, which was awesome. It's great to have people enjoy what P4t has going on, the story Dan has he's telling and supporting the channel by subscribing. So thank you.
And Jacob.
That was really fun. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Yeah.
And Ariana.
Thank you for staying, guys. I hope you come back again next week. I hope we don't scare you too much with our shenanigans. I know poor Daniel gets like a major heart attack every time that we play.
Just a little bit.
But yes, let's see. Let's see what happens in the next episode.
All right. And I'm Daniel. This has been Scion, and I do hope you guys subscribe and hope to see you next week. Bye.